Good evening, everyone. Good evening, good evening, good evening. If you can hear me, you can see me, and you can see my slides, please let me know in the comments. I welcome you to the Elevate Your Diction webinar. If you're excited, let me see a hey in the comments. If you're excited about this evening's learning, let me see a in the comments. Hey, Dr. Abisola. Merry Happiness Dupe Adebukola Idowu Hawa Uchidima. Hey. I love the energy. Jeremiah, Agnes, Rashida. Beautiful. So that shows that you can see me, you can hear me, and you can see my slide. Now, quickly, I want you to tell me where you're watching me from and what you do. That would help me in citing my examples. So let me know where you're watching me from any part of the world and what you do. Somebody says Lagos, Abuja, Calabar. I am an entrepreneur. Yes, that word is entrepreneur, not entrepreneur. So we've started learning. Lagos, just Nigeria, Lagos, Anambra, Port Harcourt, Lome, Togo. Interesting. Abuja, I am a fashion designer, sales rep. Ogun State, entrepreneur, Ilorin. I just saw somebody from my part. I am a teacher, Kogi Lekki Phase 1 in Lagos. I am a teacher, project manager. Owerri, Niger State. I'm a marketer, fashion designer, public servant, a scientist, nurse. There are a lot of people here. Baker. Some people is from Yenogwa. I've not been to that state before. Port Harcourt, Lagos. Real estate consultant. Interesting. Chartered accountant. Babcock University. Nice to meet you. I'm an engineer. Okay, yeah, like the I can't keep up with the what's it called now? With the comments, it's popping on real hard. I am an English language educator, interesting, happy prince. Nice to be here. Thank you, everyone. Keep telling me where you're watching from. And of course, what you do. I sell footwears, interested. So we have different people from different part of the world, not just from Nigeria. And we also have different people that does different things. That's interesting. I love such communities because it allows us to learn from each other. And of course, it allows us to have vast idea of things. Thank you, everyone. I cannot keep up with everyone's statements, but then keep it coming in. Yes, I am studying business administrator, Bauchi MOE. I'm a teacher. Kogi State, I'm a student teacher. Ogun State, fashion designer, teacher, Owerri. I'm into catering and decorations, fashion design. We have a lot of fashion designers in the room today. Anambra, nice to be here. I want to know more about Diction. Interesting, Rashida. I'm from Gombe State, from Kano. I'm a businesswoman. I'm a soldier. Wow. I salute you. An early year educator in Abuja, a teacher, a fashion designer. I'm studying chemistry from Northwest University, Kano. Interesting. A phonics teacher, a fashion expert, a businesswoman, teacher from Ibadan, a procurement officer from Ilorin. Okay, we have two Ilorinians. I'm a dental therapist from Delta, a chartered accountant, an entrepreneur. Interesting. We have quite a number of people here this evening, and I am glad to meet all of you. A cold caller. What's that? I've not heard that before. I will find out. Okay, somebody said the reflection from your window isn't making me see you well. Okay, then that's noted. We'll work on that. Okay, I'm a banker from Kogi, Ado Ekiti. Okay. That is interesting. I appreciate everyone's feedback. I'm a civil servant from Abuja, a pastor from Anambra, an automobile technician from Lagos, a student of guidance and counseling, civil engineer. Okay, so let's get into it today. Proprietress, an English teacher from Zaria, Kaduna. I love when I meet English teachers. Nice to meet you, Sarah, ma'am. a veterinary doctor, a seafarer from Bayelsa. Wow, what a job. Well done. Nice to meet all of you. Nice to meet all of you. So let's get into it. I can see the excitement over. So let's get into it. Let's dive in. I think my window is better now. So quickly, I want you to get a pen, get a book, and water. If you have biscuits or you have granules or something that would keep you warm as we learn, please get it. I want to make sure that you are not distracted during lessons and you're enjoying it. And I can tell you that these things will help. I have my water here, but I have 2 glasses here, right? So if you need water too, please get water, book, very important, and a pen. Because tonight I will share with you a 3-step formula that will enhance your diction. What exactly is diction? Let's start from there. What is diction? Now, a lot of people feel diction is about twisting your tongue or talking funnily. That is not diction. Let me shock you. Do you know that every language has diction? So let's assume I am from Kano or Gombe or Kaduna, like I've seen in the chart. And I'm trying to speak a language. I'm trying to speak Igbo. So let's assume I'm trying to speak a language from maybe Anambra or Delta or somewhere. And I'm sounding funnily. The owners of such language would find it annoying. They would find it ridiculous. They would find it boring, etc. to them. And to them, because I'm not speaking the language the way it should be spoken, they will say I have poor diction. So imagine I want to say Zoe, and I'm saying Zoe or Zoe. That's wrong, right? I'm not passing the information I want to pass. Imagine I want to say wa, and I'm saying wa. Oh, wa. No, I'm not passing the information I want to pass. So same with English. Diction isn't about speaking English funnily or sounding foreign or fake or having a British accent or an American accent. No. Diction is about speaking with clarity and pronouncing the words in that language the way it should be pronounced. Excuse me. So if I want to say an English word like table, it is wrong for me to say table, which is, of course, how most people in Nigeria pronounces the word. We say table. Or I want to say the word elite. The word elite is spelled this way, E-E-L-I-T-E, and I'm saying elites, which is what we hear almost every day. Or I want to say the word pizza, and I'm saying pizza. Or maybe as a nurse, I saw a dental therapist earlier, and I'm trying to talk about a part of a teeth, and I say incisor instead of incisor. All of this come together to make poor diction of the English language, which means that whether you're speaking English or you're speaking your native language, there is a way we expect you to say that language or speak that language that makes people feel you're speaking it well. That makes people feel you're speaking it well. So when you speak a language well, we say you have good diction. So for the sake of tonight, it is important to understand that diction is about clarity. It is not about just speaking anyhow. And secondly, it is about naturalness, speaking it the way it should be spoken. So do not try to sound like another person. Do not try to sound like a British when you're a Nigerian, or do not try to sound like an American when you're a Ghanaian, all in the name of diction. No, it is about you being yourself, being unique in your accent, while pronouncing English words correctly. Now that we understand what diction is, so what exactly are we learning tonight? We will learn a 3-step formula that would help you enhance your diction, such that after tonight, excuse me, you can pronounce English words correctly without sounding fake or sounding funny. So again, I want you to get a pen, get water, and get ready for the session. Again, get a book, get a pen, get water. If you have biscuit, granules, or anything to keep it warm, please get them. Now consider this scenario. What would happen to you if you were paid more money for something just because of how you sound? So I realized that we have a lot of fashion designers in the room. So imagine you make certain dress for maybe 20,000, and just because of how you sound, now they can now pay you 40,000. Let me cite a scenario. The other day I went to the pharmacy. I wanted to buy a cream. So I got there and I said, please, I need Skinel. And the funny young guy I met there said, if you want Skinel, it is $7.50. But if you want Skinel, it is $3.50. And everyone there laughed so hard. And I said, I want Skinel. Indeed, I actually paid $3.50, but it was a joke. But that's the way the word evolves. There's a way you sound, there's a way you speak that people just feel like you're more sophisticated or you have more money. You deserve to get more or you deserve to pay more. So what if you were paid more money, whether you're a teacher, you're a lecturer, or even an automobile technician, but because you can speak with your clients in a better way, you can converse with them in a way that they're impressed and they're willing to associate with you and pay you more. Or what if you were able to land a dream job without submitting a CV or going for an interview? Some of us here might be looking out for new job, new careers. I can see we have few students among us. Now imagine you're able to get your dream job without submitting a CV or going for an interview. Or what if you speak so flawlessly and rhythmically in your accent, whether you're from Togo, I saw someone from Togo, in your Togo accent, you're able to speak English flawlessly and rhythmically. In your Nigerian accent or your Ghanaian accent, you're able to speak it flawlessly and rhythmically, that your clients and students, colleagues, friends fall in love with you. I know that some people here will not believe it. The truth is, I used to not believe it too, until I experienced it. Years ago, sometimes in 2019, I went to visit a friend who at the time was working as a newscaster in a TV station, one of Nigerian's finest TV station. So I got to her office, we got chatting, and someone walked in and asked, would you like to be on the news? I didn't pay attention to that conversation because I'm not familiar with this person, and it's of course not my arena. It's not my place, not my office. And my friend said, oh, Bukola, she's talking to you. I looked back, smiled, and said yes. Even though I never get to accept the offer for personal reasons like freedom, like meeting people. I love to meet people every now and then. So I do webinars a lot. That's one part of me. I also love to travel, and these would not allow me. So that was one of the reasons why I didn't get, or I didn't go, not like get. I got it, but I didn't go for it. Now, I got that job not because I visited my friend for a job. I was not looking out for a job at that time. I just went to visit a friend and we got discussing. And the head of news saw that, oh, this is someone that would project what we are trying to project with a beautiful pronunciation and diction. So I did got the job. But then I didn't go for it because it wasn't what I wanted to. So I have experienced getting jobs without jobs, not just one, not two, several jobs without applying for them. Rather, I don't look for job, people look for me. And I'm not just the one who have experienced it. I have clients all over the world that have experienced it. One of my clients that I always love to talk about is this lady right here, Esther Kalu. She posted this feedback on Facebook sometimes in 2019. I worked with her for 6 weeks. Now, the time when I was working with her, she was a teacher at that time. She had completed her NYSC as a mass communication student. She needed to work in the media, maybe as a journalist, newscaster, or something, but she couldn't get the offer. Not because she was not trained, but of course, because there are some aspects of her speaking that she needed to work on. So we met, she got through the training, and towards the end of the training, we got chatting. That was when I knew she was a mass communication student. And I mentioned to her the offer I got at the TV station. She was glad. She went there, she got the job, and she did the job. Now, why did Esther got the job? Two things which I really want you to learn from. The first is Esther learned. She came to me, she learned the same formula I'm about to share with you tonight. She learned it. And after learning, she applied it. Now, to apply what you will learn tonight, you need to master it. And to master it, you need to practice. So if Esther had learned for 6 weeks and didn't practice, she would not have been able to apply it. And even if I had mentioned that offer to her, when she gets there, she won't be able to defend herself. Remember, we're talking about speaking. You cannot fake it. If you have it, people would know you have it. If you don't have it, it's obvious. They would know you don't have it. You do not need any certification to prove yourself. All you need is open your mouth and they can decide. So Esther didn't just learn, Esther practiced for mastery so she can apply it. So tonight, as we learn together, please practice for mastery. The question is, how do you practice for mastery? Two things. First, watch my mouth. When it comes to speaking, what your mouth, what your speech organs are doing matter. What are your speech organs? The part of your body that you use in speaking. Now imagine you're 30 years old, 32 years old, 26 years old, and you have been pronouncing English words a particular way. You will agree with me that your speech organs will be used to that way of speaking already. Now you're trying to change it. It will be difficult for them. That's why you hear some people say something like, my tongue is twisted. I cannot even, you hear them say, I can't twist my tongue. My tongue is strong. My tongue will not move. Blah, 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 blah. That is because their speech organs are used to speaking a certain way. So you need to retrain them to start speaking the new way you want them to speak. To do that, two things. First, you need to know what your speech organs should do. To do that, watch my mouth as I speak. I have spotlighted myself so that everyone can see me. So I believe you can see me. Yes, it's spotlighted already. Also, the second thing you want to do is, as we learn, try to do what I am doing. When I pronounce words or I teach you how to say a sentence, please say after me. Practice it immediately. Excuse me. Practice it immediately. Those were the two things Esther did when I met her that made her to get the media breakthrough she had always wanted all her life. Now, I showed you the first screenshot Esther posted on Facebook. That was after the training. You can read through, you can do a screenshot. Let me quickly read through. She said, I have to admit that the testimonial I got from my diction coach before we met and my first impression about the training session exceeded my expectation. I'll stop at that. You can read more or take screenshots. And this, she posted on LinkedIn sometimes in 2023. I took those screenshots in 2023. She said, same name, same picture, different picture, but the same person. You can confirm. Here, I want us to focus on the fourth paragraph here. She said, while I waited for the media breakthrough, I attended various training sessions, one of which included the Diction Coach training, thanks to Olubukola R.B. Agbalaya, who mentioned an author at TV. She finally connected me. Before then, she mentioned here that the truth is, I mentioned the author, I connected her, but she got it because she had the skill they needed. So if she had come to the training and just learned without practicing and applying, then if she had got there, they would have said, we are sorry, we can't work with you, something around that. But she learned and practiced. So please be like Esther, learn and practice. Now, I know some of you might have also attended previous diction training, or you might even be undergoing some at the moment, and yet you have not experienced the desired improvement in your speech. I would say that's because you didn't follow proven formula. You might be wondering what the proven formula is, and that is what we will be learning together this evening. So here is the proven formula. This proven formula would help enhance your diction such that you will not sound fake or foreign. Rather, you will be able to earn more with how you speak. And this formula is what I call declare. If you are following, please type declare in the comments. Type declare in your comments, whether you're on YouTube or you're on Zoom. Type declare in the comments. I must let you know that this formula is my formula. I postulated it like the same sciences. I put it together. It is not something you can copy on YouTube or on Google. Even AI would not give it to you. That's the truth. It is something I put together from years of learning and experience. So please, if you're a diction teacher or an English teacher here and you want to talk about this formula, please make sure you give accolades to whom accolades is due. So the formula again is declare. Declare, yes. The comment is on fire. It's not declare. It's not D-E-C-L-E-A-R. It's a formula. What that means is each letter has its meaning. It's an acronym. It's not just a word or a statement. The C in this formula has its meaning, and the C has its 3 steps. The I has its meaning. It has its 3 steps. The C has its meaning. It has its 3 steps, and every other letter. It means that this formula right here has 8 letters, and each letter has 3 steps. Which means that by the time you multiply 8 by 3, there is about 24, am I correct? 24 steps that you need to take. But I've been able to break it down. However, tonight we're learning just the first letter in the formula declare and its 3 steps. It means we are all learning the D and its 3 steps. So let's get to it. The D in this formula stands for Diction Fundamentals. Let's quickly see how to pronounce this word. When you have a word that ends with AL, words like fundamental, basical, legally, usually, words like this, specially, naturally, we tend to pronounce the A as R. So you hear something like basical or basically. You hear people say legally, gally. You hear them say usually, fundamental, no. Please, when you have words that end in suffix AL, the letter A in such words should not be articulated as ah. No. It should rather act like the A is silent. Act like the A isn't saying anything. So when you want to pronounce these words, instead of saying basical, say basical, k and l. It is not k, al, kal. It is k, l, kul, basical. It is legally. It is not legally. The R there should not be heard. Say legally. It is usually. It is not usually. The R should not be heard. Say usually. It is not fundamentals. Say fundamentals. Fundamentals. The letter A there should not be heard. I hope this is clear. If it is clear, let me know in the comments. Okay, I can see clear, clear, clear. Very good. So remember not to say crystal clear. It's crystal. The A in crystal should not be heard. It is special. It's not special. Very well. So back to my formula, Dick clear. The D there stands for Diction Fundamentals. And the D has its three-step formula, just like the other letters in the formula. But tonight, we'll focus only on the three steps for the D. And diction fundamentals serve as the building blocks for clear and effective communication. So for us to speak clearly and effectively, we need to focus on diction fundamental. It is like you asking a child to go to school. Or let's even talk about ourselves. When we were in school, one of the things that helps us to be able to speak English well was because our teachers took us through A to Z. And then they started teaching us two-letter words, three-letter words, before we were able to put sentences together, etc. Now, same with pronunciations. Now, one of the things that makes a lot of people have this pronunciation challenge or spelling challenge is because we learned A to Z. Ideally, we're not supposed to learn A to Z. We should learn the sounds instead. But here we are, we already learned the letters. So now it's time to learn the sounds. So diction fundamentals is that beginning, that foundation that you must lay to help you sound well. Some of us are familiar with Jennifer Funke Akindele when she started the home series Jennifer Diary. And there was a part of that series where she traveled to the UK with Adaku. And when they returned, she wanted everyone to know that she had traveled. So she started trying to sing like the Americans. She started trying to, was it the UK she went to, the US? I'm not sure. She started trying to sing like the native speakers she met when she traveled. Right. So you hear her say something like, don't turn there, don't turn up there. That is not diction. That is faking it. So if you do not want to sound like Jennifer in Jennifer Diary, please pay attention to diction fundamental. That is the first step. Very important. So what are the three steps in diction fundamental? The first step is clear articulation. You need to remember the definition of diction: clarity. Speak clearly. You have to pronounce your words clearly. Clear articulation. The second step is to understand pronunciation rules. And the third step is to be able to use connected speech patterns. So let's get to it. Let's start with the first step. The first step again is clear and precise articulation. Now look at these set of words that I have on my screen. How do you pronounce this word? Okay, a lot of us will pronounce it correctly. We will say angry, right? It's not angry. It is angry. Angry. Your voice should go like this. Angry. It goes up and down. Angry, not angry. Don't say with a flat tone. Now, the second word would likely say hungry. That is wrong. It is not hungry. Now, in this word, the first thing you must pay attention to is the sounds. Now, if you look at this word, it has letter H at the beginning, and the H is not silent, which means for you to say that word properly, we should hear the sound of the H by taking a deep breath. Now, the letter U in this word sounds like this. Ah, watch my mouth. Ah, 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 ah. It is not oh, and it is not ah. In English, when we talk about the sounds, just like we have consonant letters and vowel letters, we also have consonant sounds and vowel sounds. When we have the vowel sounds, there are some vowel sounds that you need to open your mouth wide. There are some vowel sounds that you just need to open your mouth a bit. There are some vowel sounds that you need to close your mouth to pronounce them. So the letter U in this word, it is an example of a vowel sound that you should open your mouth a bit, just half opened. Ah. If you open your mouth too much, you will end up saying the vowel sound for letter A. Letter A most times sounds ah, angry. My mouth is wide open, angry. But for letter U, your mouth should be half open. Half open. Not too opened and not closed. Half open. So this word is rightly pronounced hungry. Hungry. Remember that the H must be heard. Take a deep breath at the beginning. Open your mouth slightly when you get to the U sound. Hungry. This one is angry. This one is hungry. Now let's go to the next two words. If you're like my dad often mispronounces CH and SH pronunciations. When my dad is trying to pronounce the CH sound, my dad ends up saying the SH sound. Now, what is the difference? What is the strategy to pronouncing the CH or the SH sound correctly? If you're articulating the CH sound, put your teeth together and release the air that is coming out from your lungs. Release it immediately. For the SH sound, put your teeth together and release the air that is coming from your stomach. Release it slowly, this way. Shh. Another difference between the CH and the SH sound is that the CH sound, it is faster than the SH. So for the CH, you need to be smart, you need to be fast. It's a sudden sound, ch. For the SH, you can drag it as long as you want. Shh. So if you're the type that mispronounce these two sounds, the first thing you want to do is to learn the correct way of articulating them, which I just did. You need to master it. Say it over to yourself so that your brain can pick it. The second thing you want to do is anytime you're in a conversation, when you're trying to say something, pay attention to the spelling of the words or to the sounds of the words. It depends on which one that is easier for you. Once you're approaching these sounds, slow down. Do not rush your words so that you can take your time to project or program your speech organs to maybe release the sound suddenly if it's a CH sound, or release it slowly if it is an SH sound. So again, the articulation is ch, For the CH, put your teeth together, release it suddenly. Ch, cheap. For the SH, put your teeth together and release the sound slowly. Sh, sheep. Now the last two set of words. As a Nigerian, I would likely pronounce both words as bed, bed. That is wrong. Most times in English language, when we have letter R, this letter is called R in British. Americans call it R. So when you have this sound, this letter R, after a vowel letter, you can have it after letter A, you can have it after letter E, after letter I, after letter O, or letter U. When you have letter R after a vowel letter, the vowel letter makes a different sound. Sometimes it can make a longer sound. Sometimes it can even make a glide sound. Let's take a few examples. If I have the word C-A-T and I have the word C-A-R-T, C-A-T will be pronounced cat, k-at. The letter A there makes a short sound, cat. In the word C-A-R-T, because of the R after the A changes its sound from a short sound to a long sound. It's become k-art, cart. Americans will say k-art, cart. Now let's go to letter E. I can have the word T-E-N, 10. But if I have the word T-E-R-N, the pronunciation changes as well. T-E-N, 10, 10, T-E-N, 10. The letter E there makes a short sound. And the word T-E-R-N, the E and R there makes a longer sound. Turn. Let me write the symbols. So for the A-R, the symbol changes to R, a longer vowel, R. Here, the letter A makes a shorter vowel, A, the one you need to open your mouth wide. For T-E-N, the letter E makes the air sound. But for T-E-R-N, the letter E and R makes a longer sound, earn, turn. T-E-R-N, turn is a bird, a type of a bird. Now I can also have the word letter I. For letter I now, I can have the word F-I-S-T, fist, and I can have F-I-R-S-T. For F-I-S-T, the letter I alone sounds A, fist. It is not feast. Fist, fist. My fist hurt, not my fist hurt. Fist. Now, when I have letter R after letter I and R will start to make the sound, another long sound, So this word F-I-R-S-T will be pronounced first. I came first. Americans will say, I came first. So it's not feast, fest. It is not fest. I am first on the line. No, it's first. Look at my mouth. The I and other sound. First. The same sound we have in turn. T-E-R-N. So what am I trying to explain here? Very simple. When you have letter R after a vowel, the vowel changes, which is why you should not pronounce B-I-R-D and B-E-D the same way. There is a R after a vowel here. There is no R after a vowel here. So B-I-R-D should be rightly pronounced bird. B-E-D is bed. Let's take one word that the Ghanaians usually murder almost every time. You hear the Ghanaians say church. Even the Nigerians will say church. No. Both pronunciations are wrong. It is not church and it is not church. Because of the R that you have after the U, there is a long sound here. Same sound, this sound right here. And to articulate this sound correctly again, watch my mouth. First, your jaw drops, and then your tongue is in a relaxed position, and you make the sound long, like this. Can you see my jaw? It drops. My tongue is relaxed. It is not up, it is not down. It is just relaxed where it is. And then I made a long sound. Uh, uh, Americans will say, Americans would make sure that you can hear the R sound there. So it's church, bird, first, skirt, shirt, and so many other words like that. Uh, uh, I hope you're practicing. Now let's take these set of words again. Watch my mouth and try to do what my mouth is doing. Angry, hungry, cheap, sheep, bird, bed, fist, first, church. This is what we call clear and precise articulation. It would shock you that most words that English teachers teach as homophones and homophones. When I was in school, I was taught that of and of are homophones. I was taught that set and seat are homophones, and so many other words. These words are not homophones. Remember, homophones are words that have the same pronunciations. These words here do not have the same pronunciations. So how do you know, or how do you pronounce a word with its correct pronunciation for clarity? So that whether you're talking to somebody in Nigeria, or you're talking to somebody in the UK, or you're talking to somebody in Paris, they can all hear you correctly without confusion. The trick is simple. You need to learn what we call the IPA. This on my screen is what I call the IPA. If you're following, please write IPA in the chat. IPA means International Phonetic Alphabet. International, remember the A and L there, we don't say international. International Phonetic Alphabet. This is different from the letters we learned when we were in school. It is different from A to Z. A to Z is only helpful when we want to write or spell a word. So if I want to spell the word chocolate, I would use A to Z. I would say CHOCOLATE. But when it's time for pronouncing this word, when it's time to pronounce this word, I will not use my letter again. I would use my sounds. So there's this IPA sound that tells me that even though there are two O's in this word, the two O's aren't pronounced the same way. Even though there are two C's in this word, the two C's shouldn't be pronounced the same way. So this word is rightly pronounced chocolate. The second O is silent. We should not hear the second O. And the first O sounds O, not O. I hear people say chocolate. It's not cho, it's chocolate. Chocolate bar. It's not chocolate bar. And so many other words. So to have clear and precise articulation, to be able to pronounce your words correctly without confusion, you must learn the IPA. You must learn all the sounds on the IPA. You must master them, not just learn, master. Can you still remember the story of Esther? She didn't just learn, because most times this is what happened. When you just learn, it is in your head. You have it in your passive vocabulary or your passive knowledge. You know it. When people say it, you know it. You can correct people. But when you speak, people can hear it. And when it comes to speaking, speaking is a physical act. It is like football. You won't just tell me you know how to play football when I see you play football and I'm not convinced. You must be able to show me that you can play football. Same with speaking. When you open your mouth, people should hear it. They should ask you, what do you do? What did you study? I love how you speak, E to C. That is the essence of practicing for mastery. So back to the IPA. On the IPA, there are 44 sounds. All these letters, they are not excuse me. These are not letters. They are symbols, sound symbols, phonetic sounds, phonetic symbols. We call them phonemes. Some of them look like letter, like this looks like letter P. This looks like letter E. This looks like capital letter I. They are not letters, they are sounds. So all these sounds put together are 44 in number. Now these 44 sounds are divided into consonant sounds and vowel sounds. The sounds with the yellow background, they are the consonant sounds, while the others are the vowel sounds. So all of these sounds with the consonant, with the yellow background, there are 24 of them. So it means that we have 24 consonant sounds. While for the vowels, we have 20 vowel letters. Vowel sounds, excuse me. The letters are different from the sounds. When we were in primary school or was in nursery, we're taught that there are 5 vowel letters. That is correct. What we're talking about now are sounds, not letters. So there are 20 vowel sounds and there are 24 consonant sounds. So you should learn all of these sounds. You should be able to identify them when you see them in words, and you should be able to articulate them correctly. Because if you go to the dictionary right now to look for a word, before the dictionary will tell you the meaning of that word, the dictionary will tell you how to pronounce that word. So for example, if I go to the dictionary and I look for the word, let's assume I look for the word bag. In front of bag, the dictionary will provide this. This is called transcription. The first thing the dictionary will tell you about bag is that bag is a noun. Secondly, the dictionary will tell you that bag is a countable noun. Then it will tell you the pronunciations before even telling you the meaning. This is a pronunciation of bag. Some dictionaries will have a microphone that you can listen to. Some do not have such microphones. Whether it has the microphone or not, the dictionary will provide you with the transcription information. This is called the transcription information. So the dictionary will use the sound symbols on the IPA to spell out or to tell you how to pronounce the word bag. So it is your duty to be able to identify these sounds. Just like you can understand that when I write B-A-G, you know it is B-A-G. You should also know that this is a B, this is A, and this is G. Together, I have bag. And for all words in English, that is why you must learn the IPA. You cannot always have a diction instructor around to tell you the pronunciation of words, or you might not always have access to listening to the microphone of the dictionaries, or even on Google. You must be able to decode these symbols yourself. So tonight, let's start with learning the consonant sounds. Remember again, watch my mouth, pay attention to what my mouth is doing, and try to mimic me. So the first consonant sound that I have here is P, P, P. I can have it in words like penis, penis. So their parents You don't call these as pennies to your son or if you're a teacher. This is not pennies in biology class or science class. It is penis, pencil, pencil. It is not pencil. Watch my mouth. When we have words that ends with letter L or maybe LE, as the case might be, most times the letter L is not silent. So you must articulate the sound of the L. The sound of the L is rightly articulated. Ooh. The tip of your tongue should touch the upper part of your teeth. So it is pencil, not pencil. Purple. Earlier, I had explained that when you have letter R after a vowel letter, the vowel letter and the R will make a longer sound. So this is purple. It is not purple. It is purple. I love color purple. Say after me. Penis, pencil, purple. Now the next consonant sound I have is B, B, B. For this sound, I have words like biscuit. So their parent, it is not biscuit. It is biscuit, biscuit. Basic. It is not basic. The letter S in this word makes a S sound, not a Z sound. Basic. Bath, bath. Now this word has T and H. When you have T and H in a word, your tongue should be in between your upper teeth and your lower teeth, like this. Bath, bath. It is not bath. It is bath. The second word is bathe. I also have TH in this word. So remember, my tongue should be in between my upper teeth and my lower teeth. Bathe, bathe. The first, bath, B-A-T-H. This is a noun. I have sentences like, I need to take a bath, or I need to have a bath. A lot of us will say, I need to take my bath. Do not use words like my bath, or your bath, or their bath. It is always a bath. Take a bath. My children are taking a bath. Not my children are taking their bath or their bath. Not have you taken your bath. It is have you taken a bath. It's usually a bath, not your bath or my bath or their bath. The bath doesn't belong to you. Now the second word is a verb. So it's bathe, bathe, bathe. The children are bathing. I need to bathe. Have you bathed? So whether you're using bath or you're using bathe, you're saying the same thing. The difference is how you use them. Bath, bathe. Pay attention to their pronunciation. It's different. Another word I have is birthday. It's not by day. Birth. Remember, we have letter R after a vowel letter here. So the vowel letter here becomes longer. Birth. And then the TH. Your tongue should be outside. Birthday. Birthday. And next I have belated. I see a lot of people say happy birthday in arrears. We do not use arrears for birthday. We use arrears for things related to money. I needed to pay in arrears, right? When it has to do with money and lateness, you can use arrears. But when you're wishing someone birthday wishes late, use the word belated. Belated, not happy birthday in arrears. Now the next consonant sound that I have is T. Look at this sound. My tongue is not outside. My tongue is inside. T, 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 T. You cannot see my tongue outside because it is not a TH sound. It is only letter T that makes this sound. T. So I can have it in words like tortoise. Please don't say tortoise. Tortoise. Turtle. Look at this word. There is letter R after letter U. Turtle. The O sound. Remember, I had explained that before. And I have trophy. It's not trophy. It is trophy. We got a trophy. Congratulations. Trophy. It's not trophy. The next sound I have is D, D, D. We can have it in words like debts. The B in this word is silent. So you say debt, not debt. The B should not be heard. I owe the debt. I will pay my debt. Now, when someone dies, we say death. When you owe someone, it is debt. Your tongue is not outside. Debt. When you owe someone. But when we talk about deceased, someone that is dead, your tongue should be outside. You say death, death. Please, I hope you understand the difference between D-E-B-T and D-E-A-T-H. Excuse me. I needed to get something out of my throat. So I hope you understood the difference between D-E-B-T and D-E-A-T-H. Please, if you have questions, I'd recommend you write it in your book. That's why I requested that you have a notebook. We're going to have a question time, right? Where I can attend to questions. So if I go back and forth attending to questions and talking, I will be distracted and would end up staying all day here. So there is time for question. So you can just take note of your questions so that once it's time, you can just type them to the chat. Because if you type them now, other chats might just cover them. For the replay, yes, the replay will be sent to the group. The replay will be sent to the group. So stop requesting replay. I keep denying replay every now and then. Okay, so let's proceed. I stopped at D. Debts. Death. The next word I have is December. A lot of people pronounce this word as December. They pronounce the C like a Z. The C remains a C. It is not December. It is the S, like a S. December. December. Now let's talk about words that ends with ER. A lot of times when we want to pronounce words with ER, we end up opening our mouth. We say something like December. It's not December. When you have words ending with E, the E and R makes this sound. This sound is called a sure sound. This is a very powerful sound. It is the most significant sound in English, this sound right here. It looks really small, but it does wonders. It is called the sure sound. Now, to pronounce this sound correctly, pay attention to your mouth opening. First, don't open your mouth. Second, make sure all your speech organs are in relaxed position. Your tongue, your lips, put them in a relaxed position. And make the sound like you're mumbling. It is that funny sound we make sometimes when we're eating and we've had too much. Or sometimes you're talking and you don't want people to hear what you're saying and you're like, something like that. So the sound is Earlier, I said that some vowel sounds, we need to open our mouth. Some vowel sounds, we need to open it a bit. Some vowel sounds, we need to close it. This is one sound, but when you're pronouncing it, please close your mouth. It is a closed sound. So when you have E and R at the end of a word, you should pronounce it as December. It is not December. It is December. December. Teacher, not teacher. Pastor, not pastor. It's a C. So we usually have this sure sound when we have E and R at the end of a word. Also, when we have O and R at the end of a word. We can also have it in other positions, but let's focus on that for now, so I do not overwhelm you with information. So let's go back. The last word that I have for the D sound is deposit. It's not deposit. Deposit. Deposit some money, not deposit some money. Now the next sound we have, this is the symbol for the CH sound. I'd explained how to articulate the CH sound earlier. Put your teeth together, release the sound suddenly. Ch, 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 ch. I can have it in words like cheap, much, question, question. Sometimes when we have letter S before T-I-O-N, the T and I will sound like CH. Question, chen, question. It's not question. There's a CH there after the S. The next sound we have is a J. J. We have it in words like judge. January, it is not January. It is January. January. Jelly. The next sound I have here is K. K. I have words like kudos. Don't say kudos. It is kudos. Cucumber. It is not cucumber. 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 Carpet. When we have letter E, mostly towards the end of a word. In fact, when we have ET, let me put it that way. The letter E most times sounds A. This is the A sound. We can have it in words like market, market, market. The K-E-T there sounds Kate, not market. We can have it in sockets. We can have it in jackets. So those words that ends with et, most times the letter E sounds A. Carpet, pet. It's not carpet, and it's not carpet. Market, socket, jacket. The next sound I have is G. G. We can have it in words like gurgle. Pay attention to the R after the U. Gurgle. Google. Goggle. Pay attention to my mouth. Gurgle. Google. Goggle. Three different pronunciations. Now let's go over the words again. The sounds and the words. Say after me. P. Penis. Pencil. Purple. B. Biscuit. Basic. Bath. Bathe. Birthday. Belated. T. Tortoise. Turtle. Trophy. D. Debt. Death. December. Deposit. Ch. Cheap. Much. Question. J. Judge. January. Jelly. K. Kudos. cucumber, carpet, gurgle, Google, goggle. Now let's go to the next set of consonant sounds that we have. So the first sound here is, we can have it in words like first. I'd explained to you that when you have letter R after a vowel, it makes a longer sound. First, fuel, off, father. It's not father. The vowel here is long. Fa. Your T and H, put your tongue outside. Father. The next sound, V. Verbatim. It's not verbatim. Verbatim. Vegetable. Vitamin. Of. Remember earlier, I explained that OF and OFF does not have the same pronunciations. OFF sounds off. The F and F there sounds like a F. Why in OF, the F sounds like a V, of. Verbatim, vegetable is not vegetable, vegetable. The second letter E is silent. So it has 3 syllables, not 4. Vegetable. Don't say vegetable. Vitamin, of. Now these 2 sounds that we have next are the TH sounds. To articulate the TH sound properly, your tongue should be in between your upper teeth and your lower teeth, like this. For the first TH sound, this is called the voiceless TH sound. For the voiceless TH sound, put your tongue in between your upper teeth and your lower teeth and blow air. We can have it in words like think, anthem, bath, cloth. This TH sound here sounds like a T. So most times people pronounce this TH words like a T. You hear them say think, anthem. That is wrong. Put your tongue outside and say think, anthem, bath, cloth. The second TH, we have the. Put your tongue outside also. This time, make sure that your vocal cord is vibrated. This is called your vocal cord. Make sure this part is vibrating. That is why it is called a voiced TH sound. So you say the. Can you see that movement? The. We can have it in words like them, smooth, bathe, clothe. Now, because this second TH sound sounds like a D, most people pronounce it like a D. You hear them say them without their tongue outside. They say them. They say smooth, smoothie. That is wrong. Say them, smooth, bathe, clothe. Your tongue must be outside. Now, sometimes we can have T and H in words, and it will not sound like TH. That is because the H is silent. So in these words here, even though we have T and H, the H is not saying anything. So we do not have to put our tongue outside because the H is silent. Instead, we treat the T like just a T. So these words here are rightly pronounced time. My tongue is now outside. Time. Anthony. It's not Anthony. Ant. The O here makes a sure. Remember the sure, this sound. The relaxed sound, that weak, lazy sound. Anthony. Esther. I would not say Esther. I would not put my tongue outside. because my H is silent. So again, sometimes when you have letter H after letter T, the letter H can be silent. When the letter H is silent, do not put your tongue outside. But when the H is not silent, it is either you articulate the T and H as a th or as a th. So how do you know if it is a th or a th? It is simple. Those TH words that before you articulate them like a T. Another Nigerian will articulate this word like think, like a T. Anthem with a T, bats or bath, as the case might be. Clots, like it's just the T that is there. They leave out the H. So those words that have TH and their H is not silent, and you articulate like a T before now, those words should be articulated with a voiceless TH. Simply put your tongue outside and say a T sound. Think instead of think. Anthem, bath, cloth. Now, the other types of TH sounds that you pronounce like a D before now, please put your tongue outside and still say a D. So say them. Instead of them, say them. Smooth, bathe, clothe. If you understand the TH pronunciations, please let me know in the chat. Okay, thank you, thank you. Bokata, thank you. Ogunade, thank you. Okay, I'll proceed now. Now, the next consonant sound that I have is S. I can have it in words like see, Sam. It is not some, it is Sam, Sam. Remember earlier, we talked about a vowel sound that you don't have to open your mouth too much, just half open. When I was talking about the word hungry, this is the symbol here. This vowel sound is that sound that you should not open your mouth too much. Just open it a bit, half open. Ah, 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 ah. We have it in some. It is not some. Base. The S remains a S. Do not change the sound to a Z. Loose. Rise. December. See. Sam. Base. Loose. Rise. December. Now the second sound we have is Z. 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 We have it in words like zip, zoo, rise, lose. Now pay attention to this word. This one is loose. The S sounds like a S. This one is loose. The S sounds like a Z. Not the same. Loose, lose. Same with this, rise. The C sounds like a S. Rise. The S sounds like a Z. The next consonant sound we have is sh, the SH sound. Put your teeth together and release the sound slowly. Shh. You can have it in words like sheep, wash. Now, sometimes we can have CH spelling making the SH sound. Like in words like chef. This word, when you spell it, it has CH. But when you pronounce it with SH. Chef, chevron, crash, cash. So this is not cachet. This is not crochet. My dad would say crochet. It is crash, chevron, cash, etc. So sometimes CH will be pronounced as SH. Now, the last consonant sound that we have on this roll is J, 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 J. We can have it in words like Peugeot. It is not Peugeot or Peugeot. It is Peugeot. Vision, vision. Now, let's talk about SION words. Now, most times when we have SION, we would always pronounce it as Sean. People pronounce S-I-O-N always as Sean, Sean, Sean. That is not correct. Sometimes S-I-O-N should be articulated as jeune, jeune. Sometimes it should be articulated as shun, shun. Now, when we have a vowel before S-I-O-N, when we have a vowel before S-I-O-N, S-I-O-N should be pronounced jeune, jeune. When there is a vowel before S-I-O-N, pronounce S-I-O-N as jeune. Also, when you have letter R before S-I-O-N, S-I-O-N should also be pronounced jeune. So say vision, jeune. Excursion, not excursion, not vision. Now, if you have a consonant letter that is not letter R, if you have a consonant letter except letter R before S-I-O-N, that is when you should pronounce S-I-O-N as shun, 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 shun. So I can say mission, commission. Again, naturally, we usually pronounce S-I-O-N as shun. That is not always correct. When you have a vowel letter or letter R before S-I-O-N, S-I-O-N should sound jeune, vision, excursion. But when you have any other consonant letter apart from letter R before S-I-O-N, then S-I-O-N should sound shun. Please, if this is clear, let me know in the chat. If you understand how to pronounce S-I-O-N words, please let me see your feedback in the chat. I'm waiting for your feedback. Okay, I understand. It's clear, very clear, very well. So let's proceed. So let's go over this set of consonants again from F to J. So the first consonant sound I have is, I can have it in words like first, few, off, father. The next sound is V, verbatim, vegetable, vitamin, of. The next is think, anthem, bath, cloth. The next is them, smooth, bathe, clothe. Sometimes letter H will be silent. So we have time, Anthony, Esther. The next sound is, we have it in C, stamp, base, loose, rise, December. We also have it in Z, zip, zoo, rise, lose. The next sound is sh. We have it in chef, sheep, wash, chef, chevron, crash, kosh. And lastly, we have the j sound. We have it in Peugeot, vision, excursion. And I explained the S-I-O-N pronunciations. When we have vowel sounds or letter R Before S-I-O-N, it sounds jeune. But when we have other consonant sounds, apart from letter R, we have shun. Now let's take the last set of consonant sound. The first is mm. Mm. We can have it in words like machete. It is not machete, it is machete. Machete. The C and H in that word sounds like S and H. Machete. We have meme. Don't say meme, it's meme. We have marijuana. It is not marijuana, it's marijuana. The J and the U there sounds like a W. Marijuana. Mother. Ma. The letter O here makes this half open sound. Ah, ma. Mother. I remember the E and R at the end. It makes the sure sound, the closed sound. Mother. Then we have murder. Murder. Another thing to pay attention to in the word mother is the TH. Put your tongue outside. But in murder, you have letter R after letter U, so it makes a longer sound. And then you do not have to put your tongue outside because there are no T and H in this word. But the E and R at the end make the sure sound. So you need to close your mouth at the end. Murder, mother. I hope you can hear the difference. The next consonant sound we have is n. We have it in words like niche. The C and H in this word also sounds as SH. Niche. Nigeria. Nigeria. J. Nigeria. Nurse. It's not ness. The letter R here makes the letter U a longer sound. So you should say nurse, not ness. The next consonant sound I have is the sound. Now when you have N and G together in a word, or N and K, when you have them beside each other, it makes the sound. There is a difference between the sound and the sound. For the sound, the air coming from your lungs gets to your nose, but didn't get the opportunity to come out. You hold them here. So you don't say g. You don't pronounce the G sound. You just say tongue. King. It's not king. It's not tongue. It's tongue. Tongue. King. King. Song. Song. Bank. Bank. Tongue. King. Song. Bank. And then we have the sound, the letter H sound. To articulate the sound correctly, you need to take a deep breath. We have it in words like house, hesitate, hostile, hyperbole. Again, house, hesitate. It's not hesitate, hesitate, hostile, hyperbole. Now, sometimes we can have silent H. Silent H is when you have letter H in the word. When you spell a word, you have letter H in the spelling, but when you say the word, the H sound should not be heard. We have examples like air. The H in this word is silent, so you must not hear it. Air. You have honest. Honest. The H is silent. Also, the letter E here sounds A. Honest. It is not honest. It is honest. Nist. Honor. The H sound should not be heard. And so many other words. Now, there are some set of people that when they want to pronounce words starting with vowels, They add letter H to it. That is wrong. You hear them say something like apple, egg. That is wrong. Do not add the sound of letter H to words that start with vowel letters. If you find yourself doing that, it means you have what we call H factor. There are two types of H factors. We have the H affectation and the H deaffectation. The H affectation is when you have words that start with vowel letters and then you are adding letter H to such words. We said that the H is affecting you. The H is affecting your speech. So do not add letter H sound to words that start with vowel letters. Now, the second type of H factor we have is H deaffectation. A lot of people have that, a lot of Africans. That is when we remove the H in the word because we are lazy. You hear them say something like house. I'm going to my house. What happened to the H? Why did you take away the H? Let's hear the H. I'm going to my house. House. Husband. Hesitate. She hesitated, not she hesitated. It's not hesi, it's he. The H should be heard. I saw her, not I saw ah. What happened to the H? So when you have letter H in as a word, when you spell a word and the word has letter H, if the H is not silent, we must hear the H. Do not leave out the H. If the H is silent, we must not hear it. Also, when you have a word that starts with vowel letters, please do not add the sound of H. So you might be wondering, how do I know when a word has silent H, when the H is silent and when the H is not silent? You can learn it by learning silent letters. I have an ebook that contains words that have silent letters from letter A to letter Z. And some people, not everyone, please. Some people will get that ebook for free tonight. Some people will get it for free tonight at the end of the class. Some people, not everyone, please. So that ebook would help you to know words that have silent letters and the ones that do not have silent letters. So you can be able to know that you're pronouncing your words correctly. Now, the next sound we have is ooh. I can have words like library, library. It's not library. Lettuce. It's not lettuce. Lettuce. Lieutenant. Don't say lieutenant. Lieutenant. School. Ball. Library. Lettuce. Lieutenant. School. Ball. The next sound I have is r. I have resource, resource. The first S sounds like a Z. The C sounds like a S. Resource, resident, restaurant. It's not restaurant, restaurant, restaurant. The next sound I have is W. I have woman, women, Wednesday, woman, women, Wednesday. And I have the sound Y. Yacht, yogurt, yellow, yogurt. It is not yogurt. I love yogurt. And I see a lot of yogurt lovers pronounce it as yogurt. If you're a yogurt lover in the room, let me see your hands up. Say yo-yo. And please make sure you're pronouncing the word correctly henceforth. It is yogurt. It is not yogurt. Yogurt, yogurt, yogurt. People are already saying, I love the class. Great job. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate your feedback. God bless you for this teaching. Thank you, Martha. God bless you too. Okay. Yes, yes, I can see the yogurt lovers in the room. I love yogurt a lot. Yogurt. So it's yogurt. It is not yogurt. Yes, Bernard, I love yogurt. I love it a bit. So let's take the sounds again, the last set of consonant sounds again. So the first is machete, meme, marijuana, mother, murder, niche, Nigeria, nurse, tongue, king, song, bank, house, hesitate, hostel, hyperbole. Sometimes letter H can be silent in words. We have air, honest, honor. Also, when you have a word that starts with vowel letters, don't add the sound of H. Simply say apple, egg. The next is L, library, lettuce, lieutenant, school, ball. The next is resource, resident, restaurant. Next I have woman, women, Wednesday. Lastly, I have yacht, yogurt, yellow. We have successfully learned all the 24 consonant sounds. We still have 20 vowel sounds. Though I have mentioned some of the vowel sounds briefly as I learned, I mentioned this eh, I mentioned this ah, and this is the half meets half open sound, ah, ah. And the sure sound, remember, the weak lazy sound. Don't open your mouth, say uh, uh. Also, we talked about the A sound as an honest. And then I talked about this sound, when you have letter R, after letter I or letter E or letter U, it makes the sound, very well. So we have successfully learned the first step of my formula, of the first letter in my formula, D, diction fundamental, and that is clear articulation. Now let's go to the second step, which is pronunciation rules. Pronunciation rules. Now, there are different types of pronunciation rules that you must learn, but tonight we'll learn two of them. The first rule talks about the vowel length. Now, let's go back to the IPA. Now, look at these vowels. You realize that they are quite different from the consonants. Some of the vowels have two dots, like this one. It comes with two dots. Any vowel symbol that comes with two dots is a long vowel. It means that when we're pronouncing such vowel, whether we are saying the sound or we're pronouncing it in words, we must make it long. Examples: E, she, ooh, shoot, bird, oh, do, ah, fa. These are examples of long vowels. Now, there are some other vowel sounds that don't have the two dots. These are the short vowels. When we pronounce these vowels in words or in isolation, make sure they are not long. Make them short. Example: A, ship. O, goat. E, bed. Teacher. A, cat. A, up. O, on. Now, they are the last set of vowels. We call these the diphthong sounds. Another name is the gliding sound. These vowels, they come in twos. You see that their symbols are in twos. Can you see them? This type of vowels, to pronounce them correctly, you must glide. To glide means you go slowly from the first sound to the second sound. For example, this sound here is rightly pronounced air. Air. If an average Nigerian wants to pronounce this word, apologies, my network, but I'm back now. Let me share my slide. Okay, so I was saying that for the glide sound, the ones that come in twos, we must articulate both sounds. It means that you have to go slowly from the first sound to the second sound. So that is it about vowel length. You must know when to make a short sound. You must know when to make a long sound. And you must know when to go slowly from the first sound to the second sound. You must be able to identify all of these in words. Now let's take a few examples to further explain that. Now, when you have a word, naturally, you can not identify if the word has a long sound or a short sound merely by looking at the word. Such method is not accurate. It's not always accurate. But we could call it a hint. So sometimes when we have two vowel letters in a word, sometimes, not all the times, that vowel letter would likely make a long vowel or a glide vowel. For example, in the word S-E-A-T, these two vowels here make a long vowel, E, seat. Another example is the word please. These two vowel letters, they are together and they make a long vowel, E, please. Another is this word here. The O and U here also make a long vowel, O, boat. Americans will say bought. Whichever, make sure it's long. Now also, like I explained at the beginning during my introduction, when you have letter R after a vowel letter, the vowel letter will most likely make a long vowel as well. So in this word, I have port. So in my sentence here, I would underline the short sounds, the words that have short sounds. And then I will circle the words that have long sound. And I would not do anything to the words that have glide sound. Now look at the word THE. The word THE has three pronunciations. Sometimes THE, we can pronounce it with a long sound, as in the. We use the long sound when we are using the word as emphasis. So if I want to lay emphasis on something, I would use the longer sound. The boy, it is the boy, not that one, this one. I'm laying emphasis. So THE will be pronounced as the with a longer sound. But if I'm not laying emphasis, then THE should be pronounced with a short sound. Sometimes it can be pronounced as the with the schwa. Sometimes I can pronounce it like this, the and the. I can pronounce THE like this sometimes. I use this pronunciation if I have THE before a consonant, before a word that starts with a consonant sound. So if I want to read a sentence like the bag, if I want to read a sentence like the bag, because the word that I have after THE starts with a consonant sound, I will pronounce THE as the. I will use the schwa sound, the bag. But if I want to read a sentence where the next word after THE starts with a vowel, THE pronunciation will change to the. Becomes the egg. Let me take that again. THE has three pronunciations. Here is the third pronunciations. It has three pronunciations. One comes with a long sound, the. So you see that the vowel here has a two dots, the. We use this one when laying emphasis, the. Now, if you're not laying emphasis, you can either use the or the. The is used if the next word starts with a consonant. The bag, the boy, the girl, the pastor, etc. But if the next word after THE starts with a vowel, use the egg, the aunt, the ice cream, etc. So that is it about THE. Now let's go back to our reading. I have underlined the words with short sounds. I circled the words with long sounds. And I didn't do anything. I left out words with diphthong, words that glide. Remember, words with short sound, I should make them short when reading or when pronouncing them. Words with long sound, make them long. Words with diphthongs, glide, go slowly from one sound to the other sound. So I have, can I sit on the seat, please? Can, short sound. I, long sound. I. It's not I. It's not can I. It's can I. I am a girl. I saw her. I. So not I am a girl. It's I. That word, even though it's just one letter, it has a glide sound. So you go slowly. I, my, it's a C. So I have, can I sit on the seat, please? Now, seat and please have long vowel sounds. So you need to make them long. So if you read it properly, at the end of that sentence, your voice will be so sweet without sing-songing or faking your accent. Vowel length helps you to read a sentence or pronounce a word in a way that it sounds so rhythmic. You're having a mixture of long, short, and glide vowels. So the sentence comes out rhythmically, like a song. So it's not, can I sit on this seat, please? I see a lot of school children read like that, all in the name of diction. That is not diction. So the correct way to read the sentence is, can I sit on the seat, please? Naturally, like you're having a conversation with someone. Can I? Make sure you're gliding when you get to I. It gives it a beauty. Can I sit on the seat? On the seat. When you get to seat, make it long. Please, can I sit on the seat, please? Let's take the second sentence. She bought the pot at the port. She bought the pot at the port. I see quite a lot of people raising their hands. This is a webinar. We do not allow participants to speak in this webinar. We have other programs where we allow participants to speak, practice along with me, and listen to their reading and give feedback. But we don't do such in this webinar. So please stop raising your hand. It's really distracting. So that is it about vowel length. You must be able to identify long vowels, short vowels, and glide vowels. It helps you when you're having conversations or when you're reading. It comes out so natural without sounding fake. Now let's proceed. So aside from vowel length, another pronunciation rules that I would like us to learn tonight is silent letters. Silent letters are important in English, which is why I said I'll be giving out an ebook to a few people tonight. Now, silent letters is when you have a letter in a word, you spell the word, you have that letter in it, but when you say the word should not be said. That letter, rather, the letter in that word should not be said. For example, we're all familiar with the word knife. And you spell the word knife, it doesn't start with a N, it starts with a K. But then we do not say the K because the K is silent. We just say knife and not K knife. So here are a few words that have silent letters. Let's go through them. The first is listen. The letter T is silent. A lot of times I see people change the S to a Z. You hear them say listen. That is wrong. The right pronunciation is listen, listen, listen. Next is Wednesday. Do not say Wednesday. Say Wednesday. Next, I have receipt. The P is silent. Please don't say receipts. It is receipts. Muscle. Sandwich. The D is silent. It's not sandwich. Sandwich. Island. I hope you don't say Eastland. Cupboard. The P is silent. It's not cupboard or cupboard. It's cupboard. Cupboard. Definitely. Definitely. Thumb. The B is silent. It is not thumb. It is thumb. I also have another word, T-O-M-B. T-O-M-B is tomb. The B is silent in T-O-M-B as well. This is tomb, while this is thumb. Put your tongue outside for thumb because it has TH. I have salmon. It's not salmon. Salmon. Castle. Don't say castle. Answer. Hour. It's not 8 hours. It's 8 hour. The H is silent, but it is hour, not hours. It's 8 hours, not 8 hours. Comfortable. Do not say comfortable. Say comfortable. It's not comfortable as well. It's comfortable, comfortable, comfortable. Do not say comfortable. Scissors. Doubt. Code. The L is silent. You say code, showed, would. It's not would you come to church. It's would you come to church. C-O-M-E is rightly pronounced come. Taste. Climb. Don't say climb. Let's go over it again. Say after me, listen. Wednesday. Receipt. Muscle. Sandwich. Island. Cupboard. Knife. Definitely. thumb, tomb, sermon, castle, answer, hour, comfortable, scissors, doubt, could, taste, climb. So that takes us to the third step of my first letter in my formula declare. Remember again, the first letter stands for diction fundamental, and it has 3 steps. The first step has to do with clear and precise articulation. The second step is pronunciation rules, and the third is connected speech pattern. Now, before I take you through the third steps, I would love you to go to the WhatsApp group where you got the link to join this class and tell us how the class is going. Tell us how the class is going, how the webinar is going. If it is worth your time, worth your data, if it is worth more than how much you paid, please let us know. Because I'm very sure some people will still be in that group saying we have scammed them. Normal. Some people would always be there and not see anything, like they would say, I did not see anything. I paid, I did not see anything. As if we did it in another room. So please, I'd love you to go to that WhatsApp group. Yeah. Make sure you're not leaving the Zoom platform. Just minimize like you're going on another page. Do not leave the Zoom platform. Just minimize. Go to the WhatsApp group. Let's know how the webinar is going. Share your experience with those that could not join. Any of the groups that you belong to, go there right now to share your experience. I will be waiting so that we can go through the third steps, take questions, and of course, go through other things that we have. Quickly, go to the WhatsApp group where you got the link and get back to us on how the experience is going. Sylvester says, you're doing justice to what we paid for. Technomobile says, it's getting more interesting and understanding. HP says, great teacher. Someone says, it's beyond expectation. Someone says, commendable diction queen. So just go to the WhatsApp group and tell us your experience. Share your experience with us. Someone says, I love the class, very enlightening and eye-opening, very interesting. Go to the WhatsApp group and tell us about your experience. I am waiting. Okay, thank you everyone for your feedback. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So let's proceed. So we'll move to the last step for the first letter in my formula. Remember, the formula has 8 letters, and each letter has its 3-step formula. But then tonight we're talking about the first letter and its 3 steps. And the first letter stands for Diction Fundamental. And we've talked about the first 2 steps for Diction Fundamental, and the last step is Connected Speech Pattern. Now, in English language, the way we say a word is different from the way we say the same word when it's in a sentence. Have you ever watched a movie or listened to music? It can even be a preaching of a pastor or something. And it seems like what the pastor is saying, you can't hear it well. You have to read the subtitle. Or have you met a native English speaker and they are talking, you're like, is it the same English we're speaking? Most times you would hear the first word in their sentence. You would hear the last word in their sentence. But the middle of that sentence, it seems like the word they are saying, I've not heard it before. Have you ever been in situations like that? I remember growing up when we were watching some movies, I would ask my siblings to rewind the movie. I can't hear what they said there. And you rewind and rewind and rewind. Most times you still will not get what they have said. That is what we call connected speech. In English language, the way you pronounce a word, when the word is in isolation, is different from how you will pronounce that same word when it is in a sentence. Let's take simple examples. Now look at this word. I already explained earlier that THE has 3 pronunciations. So in isolation, most times we pronounce it as the. So as a teacher, if I'm teaching a child, I would say this word is the. But in a sentence, sometimes I can pronounce it as the. Sometimes I can pronounce it as the. And sometimes I would go with the first choice, which is the. It depends on what I'm saying. Another word is this, car. In isolation is rightly pronounced car. But in a sentence, if the next word after car starts with a vowel, the pronunciation changes. But before I talk about it, let's look at this next word, is. In isolation, this word is rightly pronounced is. Is. The S sounds like a Z. Is. Is. So if I want to pronounce this word in a sentence, sometimes I should pronounce it as Z. Sometimes I can pronounce it as S, without the vowel, without the A sound. Now, if I have a sentence where I have CAR and then I have IS, in this sentence, I would assume that there are other words. So let me pull this. So to read this sentence correctly, because this word ends with letter R and the next word starts with a vowel, the right way to read the sentence will be cars instead of car is. I would say cars. Cars. What did I do? I linked the R to the vowel. So the R and the vowel are said together. So it becomes k, a, r, is, carries, instead of car is. So if I have a sentence like, the car is faulty. If I want to say it in connected speech, the right way to say it is, the car is faulty. The car is faulty. So car and is becomes one word, even though they are 2 words. So there are sentences where you can pronounce 3 different words, you pronounce them together like one. 4 different words, you pronounce them together like one, etc. Now, there are different types of connected speech pattern. The one I'm explaining at the moment is called linking R. Linking R works when you have a word that ends with letter R and the next word starts with a vowel. If such happens, you can link the R to the vowel. Let's take another example. This word or this sentence is supposed to be the pastoran, right? We're supposed to read it together. The pastoran, but naturally, as a Nigerian, I would likely say the pastor and his wife are in the car parked in the garage. That is the likely way I would read it as an African. The pastor and his wife are in the car parked in the garage. That is not totally wrong because you're pronouncing your words correctly, but you're not paying attention to speech, connected speech pattern. If you pay attention to connected speech pattern, the first thing you want to do is to link the R's. Remember, we're talking about linking R. There are other ways you could link this sentence, but I do not want to overwhelm us with too much information. So I'll focus on the linking R. So the right way to read this, if I'm paying attention to connected speech pattern, will be the pastoran together. I'll read it as one. The pastor and his wife are in the car parked in the garage. The pastor and his wife are in instead of in, I would say, are in the car parked in the garage. The pastor and his wife are in the car parked in the garage. So this is called linking R. Another example, father and mother. As an African Nigerian, I would likely say father and mother. That is not entirely wrong, but if I pay attention to connected speech pattern, the right way to say is father and mother. Now, linking R does not work when you have a word that ends with letter R and the next word starts with a consonant. Look at this sentence. The car stops. In this sentence, the word car ends with letter R, but the next word does not start with a vowel. Instead, it starts with a consonant. So because this next word starts with a consonant, I cannot link them. I would just say, the car stops. Another type of connected speech pattern we have is what you do when you have a word that end with a particular sound, and the next word starts with that same sound. Now look at this sentence. I need a red dress for the party. I need a red dress for the party. Red ends with D. Dress also starts with D. If I want to read this with connected speech pattern, I need to take out one of the D's so that the two words can become one. So I'll read the sentence like, I need the. I also can decide to link the consonant and the vowel together. I need the red dress for the party. I need the red dress for the party. I need the red dress. Need. Instead of need a, it becomes need. I need a red dress instead of red dress. I'm saying red dress. If you're not familiar with what red dress is, you keep asking yourself, what is red dress? Instead of red dress. I need a red dress for the party. So these are examples of linking R. There are lots of many examples. So let's take them from the beginning. Say after me. The car is faulty. The car is faulty. The pastor and his wife are in The car parked in the garage. Say after me. The pastor and his wife are in the car parked in the garage. Now let's read it faster. The pastor and his wife are in the car parked in the garage. Take note, packed. The ED here sounds like a T, not D. The next one. I need the red dress for the party. Read after me. I need the red dress for the party. I need a red dress for the party. My father and mother are sleeping. Say after me. My father and mother are sleeping. This is not murderer, it's mother. Mother are. Together sounded like mother. My father and mother are sleeping. So still on the connected speech, we have other ways we can connect our words together to make it more fluent and sound better. Connected speech helps you to be able to understand native speakers better. It also helps you to sound like them, to speak like them. And the objective here is to be fluent. When you're fluent, you can easily put words together and it all comes out fine. Okay, now let's go to intonation. Aside from paying attention to words, you'll realize that we have moved gradually from words to sentences. We started talking about sentences and connected speech. Another thing you must pay attention to when you start to talk about sentences or when you're in conversation is the pitch of your voice. In our native languages, the pitch of our voice is always flat. So that's why you say something like, put it on the table. That is natural for us because when we speak, our pitch is expected to be flat in our native languages. But in English, your pitch should not be flat. Your pitch must either be up or down. That is how you get the rhythmic nature of the language. That is why you must pay attention to your vowel length. But aside that, as you end your sentences or at the end your question or your statement, it's either your pitch goes up or it comes down. That is what intonation is about. There are majorly two types of intonation. We have the falling intonation and the rising intonation. Now, according to the book, falling intonation is used. That means your pitch should fall when you ask WH questions. WH questions are questions that start with WH words. For example, what is your name? Aside from paying attention to the length of the vowels, at the end of name, my voice should fall. What is your name? Don't say, what is your name? What is your name? How old are you? How old are you? How is a special WH word. Where are your parents? Where are, now look at this space. I have connected speech. I need to link where and are together. Where are your parents? Not where are your parents? Also, when we're making statements, we should use a falling tone. Our pitch should fall at the end of such statement. For example, I am learning, not I am learning. I, remember the vowel length. I is a glide sound. So take your time. I am, not I am. I am learning. I need to sleep. I need water. I love it. All of these are statements. At the end of such statement, your tone or your voice or your pitch should fall. Now let's talk about rising tone. We use rising tone for yes or no question. It means your voice should rise at the end of a yes or no question. A yes or no question is a question that when you ask, the person you're asking would answer with a yes or a no. For example, are you happy? Are you happy? Not are you happy? Are you happy? Happy? Is your friend a girl? Is your friend a girl? Not is your friend a girl? Not a girl, a girl. We have letter R after a vowel. So it makes a longer sound. Girl. Is your friend a girl? You don't have to twist your tongue. You don't have to speak through your nose. You don't have to sound different. Use your original voice. Be you. Just know where to make it long, where to make it short, where to glide. And at the end of your sentences, should I go up or down? Never be in the middle. Now, I have just explained what the book says. Now, let's talk about reality. Let's talk about what happens in our day-to-day conversations. When it comes to day-to-day conversations, from experience, I have realized that we can say the same thing using different tone. It depends on our emotions. It depends on the state we are. Now imagine, for example, when we are greeting, the book says, use a rising tone when greeting and you're mentioning the name of a person or you're adding a title. Good morning, sir. So you get to the office in the morning and you say, good morning, sir. How are you today? Right? Perfect. Good. But what happens on those days that maybe you're in a hurry or you're not just in that mood nine, you're not just high, you're not in cloud nine, you're not in a good mood. What happens on those days? Like they say, not every day Christmas. What happened on days that you didn't have enough sleep and you're so tired, you just have to force yourself out of bed to be at the office? Would you have that same energy to say, good morning, sir? How are you today? Rather, you'll sound like, good morning, sir. How are you today? Does it mean you're wrong? No. So when it comes to conversations, when it comes to speaking with people, your tone, like I said, must not be in the middle. It should not be flat. It is either up or down. So we associate high tone with positive vibes, happiness, positivity, good mood, etc. And then we associate the low tone, your falling intonation, with negative vibes. When you're tired, you're weak, you're not just in that friendly mood, etc. So when you're having conversations, because it has been said that when you're asking a yes or no question, you must use a rising intonation. What happens to you on days that you're not just in that mood? Would you still say, are you in the office today? No, it's not every time I'll call you on phone and say, are you in the office today? That's this I would just say, are you in the office today? Are you in the office today? I'm correct. So far, I didn't say, are you in the office today? Today makes it flat. Today. Whether you want to say, are you in the office today? Or are you in the office today? It depends on your emotion. So when it comes to intonation, intonation is more about how you feel, the state you find yourself at that moment. But if you're sitting examination, for the sake of some of you that might be taking IELTS or you're teaching others, please go with what the book has said, what English textbooks has analyzed, or what we have in the dictionary. Then we have what we call word stress. Now, what is word stress? Word stress talks about how to pronounce words that have more than one syllables. Going back to making sure your voice is not flat, you must also pay attention to how to pronounce words, making sure your voice is not flat. In English, when we have a word that has more than one syllable, a part of that word must be stressed. Stress in this sake doesn't mean tiredness or fatigue. Rather, it means high energy. To stress a word means to say a part of that word louder, longer, and clearer. So if I have a word like table, table has 2 syllables, tay and bowl. As a Nigerian, I would likely say tebu, or as a Yoruba person, I'll likely say tebu. But according to the English features, because the word has 2 syllables, I must stress one of these syllables. One of the syllables should be said louder, longer, and clearer. So I need to learn stress rules. Stress rules will tell me which part of a word I should stress. Sometimes you can stress the first syllable. Sometimes it could be the second. Sometimes it could be the third. It could be the fourth. It depends on how long the word is and what the rule says. Now let's talk about 2 rules tonight. The first rule says that if you have a word that has 2 syllables, if the word is a noun or an adjective, stress the first syllable. If you have a word that has 2 syllables, if the word is a noun or an adjective, stress the first syllable. So if I have the word table, table has 2 syllables, and it is a noun. A noun is a naming word, a word that tells us the name of something. So because the word has 2 syllables and it is a noun, the first syllable should be stressed. It means that I need to say the first syllable louder, longer, and clearer. So my voice will go like this: table, table. I should not say table. It's not table. It is table. The first syllable, tay, I should say louder, longer, and clearer. The second syllable, bull, I should not say it loud. I should not say it long. I should not say it clear. Table. Another example is cupboard. Cupboard. Remember, the P is silent. Cupboard. Cupboard has 2 syllables, and it is a noun, a name of an object. Cupboard. It's not cupboard or cupboard. It's cupboard. Cupboard. Another is pretty. Pretty. Now, pretty also has 2 syllables, and pretty is an adjective. Remember the rule again. If you have a word that has 2 syllables, if it's a noun or an adjective, stress the first syllable. So I'm going to say the first syllable in pretty louder, longer, and clearer, while the second syllable will not be said loud, will not be said long, and will not be said clear. Another example I have is present. Present is also a noun, and it has 2 syllables. So I have to say it louder. I have to say the first syllable louder, longer, and clearer. Please, is this rule clear? Is this rule clear? So we can go to the second rule. Is this rule clear? Okay, thank you. Now let's go to the second syllable. Second rule. The second rule says, if the word has 2 syllables and it is a verb or a preposition, stress the second syllable. So if you have another word that has 2 syllables, if such word is a verb, for example, the word present, present. To present means to do something. You can present a speech. You can present a gift. You're doing. A verb is a doing word or an action word, even though that definition is not completely correct, but that is the simplest definition for a verb. So present, so in this word, we're stressing then. Present. Present is different from present. Can you see present? Present, even though they are spelled the same way, they're not pronounced the same way. Present, that could mean a gift. Present, to give the gift. I will present the present to the celebrant. Can you hear the difference? Another example is above. Above is a preposition and it has 2 syllables. So we don't say above, we say above. The letter A here makes the schwa. Can you remember the schwa sound? That weak, lazy sound. Above, above, above. I have behind, behind. I'm stressing hind, behind. I have success. It's not success. So those of you that your name is Success, stop calling yourself Success. My name is Success. It was a successful event. Success, not success. So please say after me: table, cupboard, pretty, present, success, present, above, behind. I have other examples. Climate, climate. Okay. Geographic, geographic. Critical. Remember words that ends with AL. The A should not be heard. Critical. The side, the side. The part written in capitals are the part we are stressing. Knowledge, knowledge. So it's not knowledge. Require, require. Extension, extension. Don't say extension. Democracy, democracy. It's not democracy. Spacious, spacious. Let's take it again. Climate, climate. The side, the side. Spacious, spacious. Democracy, democracy. Geographic, geographic. Critical, critical. Knowledge, knowledge. Require, require. Extension, extension. Now let's take some questions before I conclude the class. I have few more slides to go. I have just few more slides to go, but before I conclude, let's take some questions. I know you have lots of questions already. So please start sending them to the chat. Let me answer some of your questions before we continue. Please send in your questions, whether you're on YouTube or you're live on Zoom. Send in your questions. Let's take some questions. Then we conclude for the evening. Okay, please pronounce etiquette. It is not etiquette. It is etiquette. 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 You need to learn some etiquette. H-A-I-R is pronounced air. Hair. 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 Y-E-A-R is pronounced ear. 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 They're not pronounced the same way. Hair. Hair. The H must be heard. While this one is ear. 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 They both have the different sound. Different sounds anyway. But remember the different sounds, you go slowly from the first to the second. We have cool, C-O-O-L, cool. And we have cold, cold, cold. A-I-R is air. I need air, 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 air. A-I-R, air. And then we have airport, airport. I love to use the private lounge at the airport. Trophy. The letter O in trophy sounds O. Trophy. And then we have debt. The B in debt is silent. When you owe someone, that is debt. The B is silent. But when someone dies, you say death. Because of the T and H there, you put your tongue outside. Death. right? The dead, oh, that doesn't go. I was trying to make a sentence, but the two words will not go with that sentence. Thank you, Dashmi. Nomenclature, nomenclature, eraser, not eraser. I hear people say eraser. It's eraser, eraser. Center, center. They are pronounced the same way. Sometimes when we spell words with ER, the British goes with RE. This is the British spelling. While the Americans, they go with ER. So it's the same word. It's the same word, same pronunciations. The difference is that when we spell sometimes, there's a way you spell the Americans, there's a way you spell the British. One of them is ER words. So words that ends with E and R, that is the American spellings. While words that ends with RE, that is the British spellings. How do we pronounce alert? Alert, alert, alert. The alert on my phone is a lot. Okay, schedule or schedule. This word has different pronunciation. Now, the British has two pronunciation. You can pronounce it as schedule, schedule, like a SH word, schedule. And you can also pronounce it as schedule, schedule. So you can use any of the pronunciations. And then we have the word color, color, color. It has that half open sound, color. Pressure, pressure. It sounds like SH, pressure. I had already pronounced scheduled. Hair, H-A-I-R. The H must be heard. Hair, A-I-R. Do not add any H. Air. They have the same vowels. The difference is the H. One has the H, the other doesn't have the H. Hair, air. Do you get it? How to know the H is silent? There rules that guide silent H. There are a few rules. Sometimes when you have letter H after letter G, we say the H is silent. Sometimes when you have letter H after letter R as well, like in rhythm, right? Then sometimes when you have letter O after WH, we say that the W is silent. But when you have any other letter after WH, we say the H is silent. There are quite a number of rules. All of these were explained in that silent words ebook I mentioned. So we have banquet, and boutique. And boutique. Okay, so what's the next word? Excuse me. Time. In the word time, the H is silent, yes. So we do not put our tongue outside when pronouncing it. Idea, idea, idea. The word is pronounced idea. Needed, needed, needed. Rhyme. Gross, gross. Okay. This one, gross. The S sounds like a S, while this one, grows, the S sounds like a Z. Gross, G-R-O-S-S. The two S there sounds like a S. G-R-O-W-S. The one S there sounds like a Z. Grows. I hope that helps. Eraser, already pronounced that. Dirt, dirt. Because of the R there, the I makes a vowel sound. Pray and play. The U sound, the tip of your tongue should touch the upper part of your teeth. For the R sound, you roll your tongue. The tip of your tongue curves backward. Can you see it? For L, the tip of your tongue touches the upper part of your teeth. For R, the tip of your tongue rolls back. It turns back. So you have pray and you have play. I'll take a few more questions from Zoom, then I'll move to YouTube. Okay. Did deaf man owe a debt? Okay, that's not a correct sentence anyway. Deaf man. We can't use deaf to qualify man, right? But let me just read it. The deaf man owe a debt. Owe a debt. Let me read it again. The deaf man Oh, a debt. Remember, it's not a grammatically correct sentence. So we have resource. The S sounds like a Z. The C sounds like a S. Resources. The same thing. The S sounds like a Z. The C sounds like a S. And the last S sounds like a Z. Lieutenant. Lieutenant. Hatch. Yachts. The C and H in yachts are silent. Yachts. Y-A-C-H-T. Yacht. Librarian. Librarian. Liberal. Liberal. Liberia. Liberia. Garage. Garage. Phase. Phase. Congratulations. Bathe. Bath. Bathe is a verb. Bath is a noun. Okay, so I'll move to YouTube now. Where is your eraser? Where is your eraser? Where is, you link where and is together, and you link your and eraser together. Where is your eraser? Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi. Amoeba. It is not amoeba. It is amoeba. Amoeba. Chores. C-H-O-R-E-S is pronounced chores. Knowledge. Knowledge. Air. A-I-R is pronounced air. Air. King song. The G should not be heard. The G isn't silent. We cannot say that the G is silent. This is it. When you have N and G, the sound of letter N changes, right? Same with when you have N and K. So when you have N and G or N and K, the sound becomes This is a symbol. Excuse me. This is a symbol. So we cannot say the G is silent or the K is silent. It's a sound on its own. But when we pronounce these words, we would hear the sound of the K. So we say sing, king, bank. The K should be heard, but the G should not be heard. But then the G is not silent. We don't say the G is silent. Is that okay? Component. Component. Please, while using sounds to blend words together, why do some letters are pronounced differently, not as the sound? I'm confused. I don't understand your question, Stawa Kali too. Can you please expatiate? Do you have a collection of rules on knowing that words that end with or start with should be this or that, not be that? Collection of rules on knowing that words that end with or start with. I really don't understand your questions. Now, when it comes to English, there are rules, but then for each rule, there are exceptions. What that means is for rules in English, there would be exceptions. There will be some words that would not follow that rule. So a lot of times people do not talk about these rules because by the time you see one or two words, by the time you're going to the third word, it might not follow that same rule. Okay. Google. Please, the one that is stressed in the middle, what is R-U-L? I don't understand what you mean by R-U-L. Now, we didn't talk about words stressed in the middle. We only talked about words that have two syllables. It means that if a word has two syllables, it's either you stress it at the beginning or at the end. I didn't talk about words that have two syllables, though I gave some examples. I think there is one of them. I can't remember the examples I gave again. But then we need to learn stress rules. The stress rules we learned were just about words with two syllables. Thought, T-H-O-U-G-H, thought. T-A-U-G-H-T, taught. Thought, the one that starts with T-H. Taught, the one that starts with T. Okay, fork, it is not feck. It is fork. Mercy, mercy, mercy. Enoch, Enoch. Brocho, brocho. Bought, brought, bought, past tense of buy, brought, past tense of bring. Projection, personation. Is that a word like that? Projection, I'm not sure of personation. 3-syllable rules. We didn't talk about 3-syllable rules. I'm not going to talk about 3-syllable rules tonight. We still have other things we've not talked about. So I will not go into 3-syllable rules tonight. Okay, I think I've answered all the questions on Zoom. What is rising tone? Rising tone is when the tone, your pitch, goes up at the end of sentences. Falling is when it goes down at the end of sentences. I missed the third step in diction fundamental. That is connected speech pattern. Noah, fundamentals, data. Okay, I think I'm done with all the questions on YouTube. Let me go back to Zoom and then we proceed. I'll take just a few on Zoom and then we proceed. So I have student. That was run away. There were 2 questions the person asked. Airport. Airport. Hair. Ear. What's the third one? Air. Utensils. Match. C. They are pronounced the same way. C. Success. Achievers. How could you have refer to the gender of the deaf person? How to refer to the gender of the deaf person? I have to consult the dictionary. I would not like to misinform you on that question. Triumph. When do we articulate a word that has CH as S? For example, I have always pronounced chef as chef. Okay, first, you cannot pronounce what we CH as S. You can only pronounce it as SH. Okay? One of the ways to know when a word that has CH should be pronounced as SH is the origin. If it has French origin, then it should be pronounced as SH instead of CH. There. They are pronounced the same way. Deaf, delve. The L should be heard. San. S-U-N, san. S-O-N, san. Yes, the letter H is silent in time. Glow, grow, gl. Can you see my tongue? Gl, glow, grow. You turn your tongue. Deteriorate, have, problem. Tenacious. How can someone pronounce big English words correctly? It's simple. Start with smaller words. Then smaller words make up bigger words. Also, make the dictionary your friend. Gospel, regularly, prevailer, father. They are pronounced the same way. Crying, same pronunciations. Bereaved, vase. This word has 2 pronunciations. It can be pronounced vase, it can be pronounced vase. Banquets, boutique. Okay, I think I pronounced all these ones. Favorites. Okay, the spelling. Now, when you spell favorites, just like we saw in center and center, we have the British pronunciation, the British spelling, and the American spelling, just like we have in center. Same with labor and labor. We have the British pronunciation, British spelling, sorry. And then we have the American spelling. Is that okay? So, praying, I've answered that. Bucket, pocket, pocket. Frame, flame. Sansan, I've said that. Beautiful. It's not beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, I think I am done with all the questions. Clock. Frida. Chapel. Redeemed. Received. Feminine. Why is women and woman not sound almost the same, since the difference is the A and the A. When it comes to pronunciation, it's not about the spelling. I mentioned that at the beginning. It's not about the spelling. And then there's some pronunciations, even some spelling, even in our native languages, there's some pronunciations we can't just explain. The way they sound doesn't look like, they're not, how do I put it now? There's some words that even in your native language, you feel like, why would we pronounce this word like this? So there's some pronunciations that you cannot just explain why, but that is the right pronunciation. Women, woman. Market, market. Okay, I think I am done with the questions. I'll go back to other questions soon. Let's quickly conclude our lessons. Then I will go back to the questions. Now, remember at the beginning, I was talking about my formula, the declare. In that formula, I have 8 letters. Excuse me. And I mentioned that each letter has 3 steps. We have been able to learn the first letter, D, that stands for Diction Fundamental. Excuse me. And it's 3 steps. Now that you know the first part of the formula, I feel it is important for you to know the other part of the formula. And not just knowing the other part, but mastering it. So if you'd like to know the other part of the formula, let me know in the chat if you are interested. Like some of the questions you're asking, somebody was asking about the other rules of stress rules. This is something that we'll learn in the next step, in the next formula, the I. Like some things that were left out in connected speech, some of these sounds, they have other intense meaning or usage that you need to learn. All of these are what we'll be learning in the other formula. That we have a lot. We have rhythm out. I can't start mentioning them. So if you'd like to learn the other part of my formula, let me know in the chat. If you're on YouTube, let me know. If you're on Zoom, let me know. If you're interested in knowing the other part of my formula, let me know in the chat. The comment is on fire. I can see I'm interested. I'm interested. I'm interested. I like to learn. I need it, ma'am. I'm interested. Note that the word am, we shouldn't use it at the beginning of sentences. Don't say I'm interested. Say I am or I'm. So we can say I am interested or I'm interested. Don't say I'm interested. You can only use am at the beginning of a question. For example, am I invited? But if it is not a question, if you're not asking a question, never use am. Never use this word at the beginning of a sentence. You can use this. You can use this at the beginning of a sentence. You can only use this one if it's a question. But if it is a statement, never use am. Interesting. I love the fact that a lot of people are interested. Now, remember the story of Esther again. It is not about learning. It is about mastery so that you can be able to use it anywhere to anyone without feeling shy, losing confidence, or feeling like you will be judged. And that exactly is something that you can do in 6 weeks. It is not something we can do in a day or a night. It takes 6 weeks. So we have a system that allows you to learn and practice for mastery for 6 weeks. Imagine you're learning something and practicing it every day, Mondays to Saturdays, at your convenient time for 6 good weeks. Imagine the results you will get. That was exactly what we did for Esther. A lot of us, we have attended diction classes or other classes where we've learned. And after a few days, the first day, second day, or even that day we learned it, the energy is so high. And after some day, we just, well, the problems of life and its happiness and all will just let us forget it. It is normal. We are all humans. We all have other things that we need to attend to, which is why we have created a system that allows you to change how you speak positively without sounding fake in 6 weeks. And you do this at your convenient time. You don't have to say that, oh, I must be rushing home every day for 6 weeks, because we understand that a lot of us have what we do. We are all professionals. Even for students, you need to attend to your studies. So we have structured it in a way that it allows you to learn for 6 weeks at any time during the day, whether it's at night, midnight, early in the morning, early in the afternoon, late in the morning, late in the any time that is convenient for you at all. So if you're really interested, if you're committed to speaking better in 6 weeks, not just learning, remember, but mastering my formula and getting results, then you should be at the Diction Mastery Academy. The Diction Mastery Academy is where you will enhance your communication abilities to the point where your words command attention. It is where your confidence will skyrocket. A lot of people have this in them, but they don't have that confidence to speak it outside. Sometimes when you're just learning diction for the first time and you're saying it to yourself, even your ears will laugh at you. It's normal. If you have ever experienced that, you can do a wave up in the chat. When you're just learning diction or you're just learning pronunciations, the way you will say the words, even yourself, you will laugh at yourself. Sylvester, I thank you. You would even laugh at yourself. So it's normal for you to learn diction, know the words, but you're still shy. You're still not having that energy to use it outside. It is just normal. I have experienced it several times. And I can tell you the secret to overcoming that is you doing it over and again with people that you feel safe with. Before you know it, you get used to the sound. It becomes a natural part of yourself that it comes out of your mouth so naturally without you being conscious of it. I tell people that even when I'm sleeping and I am, what's the word now? I am sleeping and I am dreaming and I'm speaking English, I speak with proper diction. I tell people, and it's not a lie, it is all about mastery. Some people will tell you, when a diction teacher is angry, that's when you would know their capacity. Yes, I believe that's true. But there's the way you would have mastered diction that even when you're angry or you're happy and you're speaking English, it will still come out well. I guarantee that. It's something I've experienced over time. And I've had clients experience it, not just from Nigeria and Ghana, because I know this class is a mixture, but from all over the world. We have worked with people from all parts of the world, not just Africa. So I'm saying this from experience. At the Diction Mastery Academy, would also help you elevate your professional image to new heights. Some of us, our colleagues, they do not rate us high because we hardly talk in meetings. They think that we don't have ideas or we don't even have anything to share. But that's not true. Sometimes we have a lot to share, but we're not just sure if what will come out of our mouth will be the exact thing we've been thinking in our mind. There was to be a time in my life when I was in university that I was always keeping quiet in the midst of my friends and in class. Not because I wasn't brilliant or I didn't have anything to say, but because I was scared that if I opened this mouth, the kind of tenses I would use or the way I would pronounce myself, people would laugh. I'm working with a man recently. He's a Nigerian, but he lives in the UK and he's having his MSc. He's in a class where he's the only African. And the first time he spoke, nobody could understand him. And ever since then, his confidence went down the rail that he felt like giving up on the course. Imagine you spending a lot of dollars to even go there alone, then you're paying for a class. And now it seems like you cannot even speak. After I worked with him, now he does MCs. Anytime the school is doing maybe a get-together among his classmates and all, he MC'd the event. He has given me lots of gig over there. What am I saying? The 6-week Diction Master Academy is a place for you if you have any communication challenges. At the 6-week Diction Master Academy, what we do is we ensure personalized attention so that we can track your progress. So every day, Mondays to Friday, when you learn on On the e-learning platform, you go to the WhatsApp group. Each lesson is less than 10 minutes. You can access the lesson anytime during the day, whether it's midnight, early in the morning, anytime. It's available 24 hours, 7 days a week. So for each lesson, we have an assignment. Both the lesson and assignment takes less than 10 minutes to do. These assignments are submitted via voice note on our WhatsApp group. We have a special WhatsApp group for this course. So when you submit your assignment, the instructor listens to your assignment and give you feedback. We give feedback to your own voice note. We give feedback to another person's voice note. Each voice note, each assignment gets its feedback because we understand that what you have mispronounced might not be the same thing this other person has mispronounced, or the wrong grammar you have used might not be the same thing this other person has used. So we ensure personalized attention. Now, on Saturday and on Friday, we meet via Zoom, where we allow each participant to unmute themselves and speak. That is to ensure that the assignments they have been submitting Mondays to Fridays were actually done by them and not by another person. So we can easily track their progress to see what they have done Mondays to Fridays, if it has any positive impact on how they speak or not. So we can guide them professionally on what to do next, what not to do, what to stop, other strategies to try to ensure that at the end of 6 weeks, you are not sounding the way you were sounding when you joined. Now, here is what you would get if you enroll into the academy. You get access to our e-learning platform. To access the e-learning platform, all you need is your phone. You're not downloading any app. So whether you have space on your phone or not, all you need is a browser. Whether you have the Google Chrome, or you have Opera Mini, or you have you have Safari, any browser you have already that you can check Google on. That's all you need. Now, on the e-learning platform, you'd have access to lessons Mondays to Fridays for 6 weeks. These lessons can be accessed anytime you want to access them. So we do not have a particular time where you need to submit your assignment. Just go through it any time that is convenient for you, whether when you're at home, when you're at work, or when you get back from work, or midnight, anytime at all. The instructor is there to listen to what you've submitted to give feedback. You also have access to 55 practical training sessions before the end of the 6 weeks. You have access to quizzes. Each lesson on the e-learning platform has quizzes, which we can also call assignments. You do this assignment via your voice note, you submit it to the group, the instructor listens and gives feedback to each assignment. You also have access to 12 live training sessions. We meet Fridays and Saturdays for 6 weeks, where we allow you to talk. Now, on Friday, we learn and we practice. So if we're learning a particular topic, after learning for a few minutes, we allow each participant to practice. We allow participants to have dialogues, conversations, to help them practice. Sometimes we ask participants to act like a customer care representative, act like a boss, just something to role play, to give you enough room to practice. On Saturdays, we also come together to practice, and then we divide the participants on the call into smaller groups. We call that breakout session. So for example, on Saturdays, we could have like 99 people on the call. We divide them into like 12 rooms where we could have 6 to like 8 people in each group where you practice together. So aside from practicing with the diction queen, you also get to practice with other people, other diction instructors, other people from different walks of life, where you could have other conversations, you could network, and you could learn from each other. The breakout room is always something that each participant always look out for. The testimonials are always wow for the breakout room. That is usually on Saturdays. So the Zoom classes on Fridays and on Saturdays are usually 8 p.m. Now, we understand that sometimes you might not have the time to join, so the replay are always available. Now, one good thing about the Zoom sessions is even after 6 weeks, if we realize that you have not really improved, we ask you to keep joining the Zoom session so you can keep practicing. So the Zoom session is not just for 6 weeks. Same with the e-learning platform. Whether you're done with your course in 6 weeks or not, you have a lifetime access to the e-learning platform. All you need is your email and your password. You can access it even when you change a new phone or something happens to your new device, to your old device. You can still access it. All you need is your email and password. And then you can still join the 6-week Diction Master Academy Zoom sessions on Fridays and Saturdays, even after your 6 weeks, to further help you practice. Now, for some people, if they're able to go through the course in 6 weeks, they do their project and they graduate. Now, after graduation, we add you to the alumni group. This is where we meet once a month to further practice so that after 6 weeks, you don't just forget everything you've learned and go back to your old self. So we still get to meet on Telegram once a month where we practice with all old students of the academy. You also get access to our private WhatsApp group. That is where you submit your assignments. That is where you get support, etc. And you have unlimited personal support from the Diction Queen. In the 1K classes, it's the admins that are attending to you. In the 6 Diction Master Academy, I am always available to attend to you. Now, here is how it works in 4 steps. The first thing is to register for the academy. The second is to log into your e-learning platform. Once you register, you can access your e-learning platform and start learning. The third step is to watch the training Mondays to Friday at your convenient time. You need less than 10 minutes and do your assignments, submit on the WhatsApp group. Then the instructor listens to your assignments and give feedback. Tell you what you're doing well, what you're not doing well. Sometimes might even ask you to do it again. It depends on how much progress you have got. And on weekends, Fridays and Saturdays at 8 p.m., we meet live on Zoom, where we practice together. We divide you into groups to practice with other people as well. We answer your questions, and we challenge you for review. Now, on Saturdays and on Fridays, should you miss any class, you would get access to the replay. So here is how it works. Now, what do you need to join the Sacred Diction Master Academy? You need $65. That is about 97,000 Naira. But because you are a part of this webinar, because you're still here, you do not even need 50% of 97,000. You do not even need 48,000. All you need is 31,999 Naira, excuse me. That is a whopping 68% off. Aside that, you can record me at this point, though the replay will be sent to the group anyway, but you can still do a screen record. Aside that, if you attend the 6-week Diction Mastery Academy and you follow our steps, you follow my lead, you do everything we ask you to do at your convenient time, and you do not get results after 6 weeks, we will do a complete refund. We would refund your money completely. The exact money you have paid would refund it, and you will still get access to the course. Take note. If you follow my lead, do everything I ask you to do, and in 6 weeks, you still do not get results, I would give back your money. This is a complete refund assurance. That was why I asked that you record me. Now, for those people that would enroll tonight, I have bonuses to give. If you would enroll tonight, I have 20 short pronunciation videos that I sell at 15,000 Naira. If you enroll tonight, you'll get it for free. If you enroll tonight, you get my PDF on vocabulary development. These are for people that they will know what to say, but they don't have the right words to use. They do something like and then, as in. If this is you, that is terrible. You need this PDF to help you improve. You get it for free. You'd also get my video on how to never be at a loss for words. The truth is, everybody is always at a loss for words at one time or the other. But there are strategies that we use that do not let our audiences know. And you get this video for free instead of paying 10,000 for it. You'd also get my ebook on Know Your Silent Words. I talked about an ebook. I said few people will get it tonight. So those that enroll on the academy will get it tonight. It's one of the bonuses you will get tonight. This ebook contains silent words and the rules from letter A to letter Z. How to know when letter A will be silent in words. How to know when letter B will be silent in words. Until letter Z. You'd also get this for free if you enroll tonight. You'd get my ebook on English punctuation marks. One of the things I corrected earlier are those that are saying, I'm interested, please. This is poor grammar. Some people don't even know how to use their full stop, comma, question mark, exclamation mark, and all. This ebook would help correct that. You'd also get my ebook on 100 common grammatical errors and corrections. You'd get this ebook for free as well, should you enroll tonight. You'd get my 10 commonly misused expressions and their corrections. I sell this for 6,000, but if you enroll tonight, you get it for free. And then you get my video on how to earn more with your diction skill. Whether you're a teacher, you're an entrepreneur, you're a therapist, you're a civil servant, a fashion designer, there are some tricks you can play that people will start to see you differently and address you as such, which can lead to more earnings and more opportunities. That is what this video talked about. It was a webinar we did sometimes last year. Those who attended paid 25,000 naira for it, but you are getting it for free as one of the bonuses if you enroll tonight. Now, all these bonuses make a total of 85,500 naira, but you're getting all of them for free if you enroll tonight. Note, plus you would get my complete refund assurance. The complete refund assurance means if after 6 weeks you go through everything I've taught you, and you follow my lead, and you still do not get result, you're still sounding like your old self, I would completely refund you the exact money you have paid. Now, the standard cost of the academy is 97,000 naira. The bonuses is worth 85,500 naira, but you're getting all for just 31,999 naira tonight. Now, here are feedback from some people that have attended the academy. This is Peaceful. Peaceful is from Kenya. And Peaceful said, the class, let me zoom so that you guys can see it well. The class has been an insightful one. What excites me most is how you carry everyone along in the practical session. This is a practical academy. It's not an academy where you read. It's an academy where you listen, speak, listen, speak, listen, speak. Have you realized why a child takes a lot of time to speak? It's because they need to listen for months to get the sounds first before they start to chuckle and then they start to speak. In the academy, you don't have to listen for months. All you need to listen is for less than 10 minutes. And then you speak. And you do that over and over and over and over and over again. Before you know it, it becomes a part of you. That when you go out, you won't have to think twice before the right pronunciation of the words will come out of your mouth. You automatically build confidence. It automatically becomes a part of you. It becomes your culture. It becomes your reality. It's just enough for you to listen and listen and listen. When you listen and listen and listen and you don't try, sometimes in your mind, you feel like you already know it. But by the time you open your mouth, you'll be shocked. Ask the Muslim, right? When you go for Arabic classes and they're teaching you, okay. And sometimes you're reading the Quran in your mind. You feel like, oh, you're doing well. Read it out. Let's hear you now. That's when you know that it's not easy to do. Same with English. And that is why we have created a system that has worked for over 1,000 people. In the academy, we have over 1,300 participants in the academy at the moment. And we have not had any reason to refund. We have video feedback, audio feedback, and screenshots like this that we are ready to share with you. And of course, their names are there because we know we have doubting Thomases that will be like, is it true or not? I really do understand that online is, how do they call it, a blind word. But with this 1K offer, I do not think you should still think twice again. But let's go ahead. Peaceful said, it was 2 weeks in training when I emerged the best speaker in a debate competition. While practicing, I heard your voice in my head, pronouncing those words correctly. She further said a lot, but I don't want to bore you with that. You can do a screenshot and read it to yourself later. This is another feedback. This person said, hold on. This person said, I have benefited a lot. Your last, where is it? Go. Let me just zoom down. You can zoom your own screen. Okay. So this person said, I'm going to take it from those parts. She said, I have reviewed all you taught us. I'm going a long way with my pronunciations by your help. At this point, where I didn't do well in my diction, your last concluded class have benefited me a lot. Blah, 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 blah. This is another person. She said, thank you, Coach Bukola Agbalaya, for all you do. Coach Bukola is doing tremendous work relentlessly in the service of educating who wants to be educated on speaking right. Her videos are so self-explanatory. easy to understand. All you need is follow her lead. The best thing I like in the trainings is she never leaves hand until you become master. Great follow-ups too, which is a very true virtue of a great teacher. Like I said, even after 6 weeks, if we feel you're not good enough, we feel you will not be a good ambassador to us, we would really want to tell you, please keep attending the Zoom session and keep practicing with us. Now, this person is a diction teacher. She said that, I want us to just focus on this part. There's a part where she said she was a diction teacher. Okay, let's take it from here. It would help. It says that, who are equally aware of this profession of mine? She's a diction teacher. I think she mentioned it in our concluding part. I want us to focus on this part where she said, amongst the courses I enrolled into this 2024, Fluent, which happens to be one of the, where is it? One of the institutions I intentionally decided to sap from her wealth of knowledge. I totally decided to assume I know nothing at all costs. Now let's go back to this. The feedback are a lot. It's loading. So he said, well, we learn daily and it's something I'm so intentional about. Like the feedback about the academy is a lot. We have videos that we'll be sharing in the group so that you can also see for yourself. So interestingly, I have a special offer for just 20 people tonight. If you're really interested in becoming a part of this academy, I want you to get ready to make your payment. Get ready with your bank account because this offer is just for 20 people. Just 20 people. Once you get 20 people, the offer is closed. So I have a special offer for just 20 people who would enroll tonight. If you enroll tonight, you will enjoy this massive discount right now. Like I said, get your phones ready. If you are in Nigeria, for just 20,999 naira, you can get into the academy tonight, get access to all the bonuses I mentioned, get access to the refund assurance if you do not get value in 6 weeks. After following everything I ask you to do, I will refund you. I will give back your money. And of course, still get access to the e-learning platform, and every other thing I have mentioned. Right here is the account details if you are in Nigeria. Remember, once we get 20 people to pay, the fee goes back to 31,999 naira. So you're paying into the same account details you paid your 1,000 naira into. Olubukola R. Agbalaya, UBA 206-9725-016. Send your payment proof to the WhatsApp group immediately because once we get 20 payments, the fee goes back to 31,999 naira. So if I were you, I'm going to make my payment right now. Get to learn Mondays to Fridays for 6 weeks at my convenient time. Fridays and Saturdays, I practice on Zoom with the Diction Queen, other Diction instructors, and with my classmates or classmates on Zoom at 8 p.m. And if after 6 weeks I do not get results, after following all the things the Diction Queen asked me to do, I will ask for a refund. Plus, I will be saving myself a whole lot. Instead of paying 97,000, I am paying just 20,999 naira. And I will still get access to all the bonuses. If you are in Ghana, you are paying just 270 Ghana cedis. If you're in Ghana, you pay into this MTN number 0540596356. Chukwuebuka Ifesinachi Godwin. Or you pay to this Vodafone line 0502328878 on Suffolk Chidima. Also send your payment proof to the WhatsApp group, because after tonight, the fee goes back to 420 Ghana cedis. So if you are committed to improving your communication skills such that you can speak the way you have always wanted to anyone, anywhere, without being scared or without sounding fake, all you need is to enroll in the 6 weeks Diction Master Academy. Again, here is the account details if you're in Nigeria, and here is the account details if you are in Ghana. If you have questions about the 6 week Diction Master Academy, please send it. Where do we send the alert details? To the group. Send the details to the group, because once we get 20 people, the fee goes back to 31,999 Naira. The account details will also be in the WhatsApp group. The price is 20,999 Naira. Somebody said I've paid already. Okay, so we've got one payment. We have just 19 people to go. Once we get 20 payments, the fee goes back. So if you have paid, please send your receipts to the group. If you have paid, please send your receipt to the group. If you have paid, please send your receipt to the group. Now, another thing about the academy is the academy comes with certificates, and you can use our certificates anywhere in the world. We've had people get our certificate, travel out of Nigeria, you know, during the Jackpot syndrome. People traveled out of Nigeria, and our certificate was one of the best, decisions she took. It was a Muslim lady who traveled with a group of Muslim ladies with their children and husband. And she called and said that she was so glad that her daughter was the only child that didn't have to repeat a class. The academy is open to children from 13 years because the lessons are taken step by step. You're learning like a beginner. You're learning from the barest moment or the barest lesson to the highest. So our daughter enrolled, she enrolled as well. And said our daughter was the only child that didn't have to repeat class when they got to the UK. And she said one of the things that helped her was that she could easily understand her teachers and classmates. So it was easier for them to just allow her stay in the class she was before. Of course, she's an intelligent girl. And she also used a certificate amongst other certifications she had to get a befitting job. So I tell you, if you need a certificate on communication skill, and the academy is not a place where you just take certificates and disappear. We've had people that would enroll and would say that after 3 weeks, they are doing, they come up with different things. They're doing this in their office and they need a certificate. We don't give out our certificate until you're done with the course. The only thing we can do is to write a letter to let them know, yes, you're taking a course, and we state how committed you are in the course to them, and letting them know that you have just few days or few weeks to go, and then we can guarantee that you can do this. That depends on the attitude you have in the class. So we expect that people with great attitudes are the ones to enroll. We don't just want people in the course that will not do what they're supposed to do. We want people that will be committed and will get results. So if you're really interested in getting results, please send your payment into the account details on the screen. The account details again, the account details should be in some of the groups already. The account details, the admin should send the account details to the group, please. The account details should be sent to the group. The account details should be sent to the group recently, okay? Here's the account details on the screen again, the Nigerian account details. You can just write it out because once we get 20 people, the fee goes back to 999 naira. You're paying into the same details you paid the 1,000 naira into. You're paying into the same details you paid the 1,000 naira into. You're paying into the same details you're paying the 1,000 naira into. So make your payment right now to be a part. If you have questions, okay, if you have questions, please send your questions to the group. If you have questions about the 6 weeks Diction Master Academy, please ask your questions now. If you have questions about what we have learned, please ask your questions here. Do we have questions? Questions? The account details is right on the screen. You can do a screenshot. Okay, somebody said account number. I'll call the account number again. The account number is, for the Nigerian account number, it is UBA 2069 72 50 16. That is for the UBA account. That is the Nigerian account. If you are in Ghana, you're paying into the Momo number 0540592356 Chikwebuka Ifeshinachi Godwin, or you pay into the Vodafone line 0502328878. Once we get 20 payments, the fee goes back to 31,999 naira if you're in Nigeria. It is go back to 420,000 if you are in Ghana. The fee to pay into is still in the group. And for all of this, you're getting all the bonuses. Let me go through the bonuses again. Please, the bonuses are only available for those who pay tonight. The bonuses are only available for those who pay tonight. The bonuses are only available for those who pay tonight. After tonight, the bonuses are off. So if you get paid tonight, you get access to 20 short pronunciation videos worth 15,000 naira. You get access to my vocabulary development PDF worth 5,000 naira. You get access to a video on how to never be at a loss for words. It's a video, excuse me. It's a video, and you get this for 10,000 naira. You also get access to my Know Your Silent Words, and you get access to this for free as well. You get access to an ebook on English punctuation marks. You get access to it for free if you pay tonight. You'd also get access to 100 common grammatical errors. You'd also get this for free. You'd get access to 10 common grammatical errors. You'd get access to these for free as well. And you would get access to how to earn more with your diction skill. You'd get access to these for free as well, should you pay tonight. Note, it is only if you pay tonight that you get access to all of these bonuses. If you pay tonight, you'd also get to pay just 20,999 naira instead of 31,000 naira. Now, some people are asking, can we pay when we have the funds? Yes, of course you can pay when you have the funds. But then after tonight, the fee goes back to 31,999 naira if you are in Nigeria. If you are in Ghana, the fee goes back to 420,000 naira. So you have a choice to make. If I were you, I would pay tonight because I'm saving more and I am getting more, right? I'm saving more and I am getting more. Okay, so let's proceed. Let me attend to other questions. Where do we send the alert? Send the alert to the group, please. Send the alert to the group, any of the groups that you have. The account number has been posted in the group several times. So you can just go to any of our groups to get the account number. Go to any of our groups to get the account. Somebody said I have paid to. Can we have it here again? I don't understand what you mean, Maria. Thanks a lot, Diction Queen. I have another Zoom to attend by 10 p.m. Oh, please go rest. Prince Will, my best wishes. I hope you enrolled for the academy. Please, someone should give me scholarship. If you have the capacity to help people, please reach out to the admins. We will be glad that you do so. And of course, God Almighty would give you the benefits, or what do they call it now? So if you are willing to help others, please let us know. Please do not go straight to helping. We're trying to make sure our community is safe. Reach out to the admins first, then we can do that the correct way. Okay, somebody is asking, is that certificate? Yes. There are certificates. Yes, you will have certificates that you can use in any part of the word. I mentioned that a certificate is recognized in any part of the word. Yes, there are certificates, and we give out a certificate once you go through the course, you complete the project, you get the certificate. So those who are unable to pay today won't have access to the free ebook. No, please. It's not just the ebooks. All the bonuses mentioned are available to only those that would pay tonight. Can it be paid instrumentally, please? For now, no, because I'm an instructor. We have a management, so I cannot take such decision. Right now, we do not have any openings for installment payment. Okay. Any other question? Any other question? Any other question? Please check the payment as they come in. Yes, definitely, we will check. I will check them. All payments will be attended to soon. How much? If you pay tonight, you're accessing it for 20,999 naira. After tonight, the fee goes back to 31,999 naira if you're in Nigeria. For Ghana, it goes back to 420 Ghana cedis. Can we register for this course when we have the fund with the same discount? No, please. You can't register with the same discount. If you have not registered tonight, any other time you're registering at the amount the course is at that time. This discount is only for tonight. In fact, it's meant to be for 20 people, but right now we have over 20 people and we can't refund their money. So it's just for tonight. After tonight, the fee goes back to 31,999 naira. I've made my payment and a screenshot has been sent. Thank you. Please, if you're ready to sponsor anyone, please reach out to the admin. We would appreciate that. Please, some people need sponsorship. If you can pay for them, would appreciate that. How much are we to pay now in Nigeria? 21,999 naira. Please, now, can we later join the 6 weeks when we have money? Yes, you can join. The academy is open anytime, but the fee differs. If you pay tonight, you get to pay at 20,999 naira. After tonight, the fee goes back to 31,999 naira. Please, I came late. What is today's topic, ma'am? Oh, the replay will be sent to the group. We started by 6, so it's over 3 hours already. It's not something I can rush over. Please, when is the deadline for payment? There is no deadline for payment. If you pay tonight, you pay 20,999 naira. After tonight, the fee goes back to 31,999 naira. Because you were speaking fast, I didn't get some of the things you said. Hopefully, I can ask questions later. Yes, you can ask questions later. You can ask questions in the group. She has arrived here up till now. She hasn't arrived here up to now. Please, which one is correct? Okay, up till now and up to now. Okay. I cannot answer that question at the moment because normally I would prefer you say until instead of up to. But I can categorically say that up to or up till is wrong until I consult. So please, you can ask the question in any of our groups and I would be willing to give you a detailed answer, right? So I do not want to misinform. Please, ma'am, still have some bonuses to us that we pay later, even if it's not all the bonuses. Like I said, I'm not the only one to take decisions. So I'm going through what is being laid out at the moment. So if there is any changes, we'll let you know in the group. Please, I have to leave now. Yes, please. Thank you, Bernard. I hope you had a great time. Please help me. I'm a nursing mother. Please, if you are ready to sponsor, please let us know. We'll be glad to help. Please, I need help or someone should help, okay? Please do not send account numbers or phone numbers. If there is any sponsorship, we'll make announcement in the group, right? I wish I had money. Please, I'm interested in a mastering class. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Please, if you're ready to sponsor anyone, please reach out to any of the admin. Would love to help as well. Are there any other questions? Okay. Again, the Academy is a place where you learn Mondays to Saturdays. The Academy doesn't open on Sundays. Please note that. Sundays are for other things. The Academy doesn't open on Sunday. The Academy runs Mondays to Saturdays. Now, you realize that when you were in the 1K class, we would always lock the group. In the Academy, it's not like that. The groups are open because we want you to practice Mondays to Saturdays. When you're in the 1K class also, you'll notice that it's only on Sundays we do bonus classes, not even all Sundays. But in the Academy, class goes on every day. And one thing about the Academy is we understand that we're working with professionals, people that need to make money. So we do not have like a specific time where you learn. You learn at your convenient time, any time that works for you. If you're a early riser and you love to learn early in the morning, good. If you prefer to learn late at night, fine. If you prefer to learn midnight, good. Afternoon, the lessons are there. It's only on Fridays and on Saturdays that we meet at 8 p.m. And the recordings are always available as well. Aside that, after 6 weeks, if you feel you need more learning, we'll tell you to keep learning in the Academy. And if you have graduated after 6 weeks, if you're able to go through the course in 6 weeks, and you've submitted your project, you get your certificate that you can use in any part of the world confidently. Plus, you also get access to the alumni group where we meet once a month to learn. The alumni group is there to learn, to have a follow-up, and we meet once a month to discuss where we network. We also have other lessons or other programs that we put together where our alumni groups, our alumni can attend. So the Secret Diction Master Academy is not just a course. It is a community for people who want to speak well. So if you're one of those that would love to speak better, the Secret Diction Master Academy is a place for you to be. Okay, do we have any more questions? Any more questions? It could be about the Academy. It could be about what we have learned tonight. I will be happy to attend. I wish the price would be reduced. We can't reduce it because we can't. I wanted to record the things you said today so that I can practice, but I couldn't. I'm sure they stopped me. Sorry about that. The class is recorded already, so you get the replay. You get the replay. Please, can you help me to pay tomorrow? I have problems with my bank app. Some of us pay the 20,000 now, and are we also entitled to the bonus? I don't understand that. This offer has not been opened yet. This is the first time it's been opened to this set of people. So I wonder how you got to know about it, but you can send a message to the admins and they would be glad to help. When are we to use has and have? Okay, has is used in singular situations. There's a rule in English that states that singular subjects should go with singular verbs. Plural subjects should go with plural verbs. So has is singular, have is plural. So if I say she has blah, 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 blah. She has the pencil. They have the pencils. There is now plural. So I need to use plural verb, have. They have the pencils. She has the pencil. Do you understand? Bukola has a new bag. Bukola and Temilokbe have the new bags. Do you get it now? So has is singular, have is plural. Any other question? Yogurt. The word is yogurt. Yogurt. It is not you-got. It is yogurt. Hesitate. Hesitate. The H must be heard, and the S sounds like a Z. Hesitate. Yacht. Y-A-C-H-T is pronounced yacht. The C and H are silent. So you should say yacht, not yatch. Yacht. Yacht, not yatch. Okay, more questions? If you have other questions, I am interested, but no funds right now. So how do you accommodate those that are interested, but can't afford the funds tonight? Like I said, you can pay anytime, but the fee would go back to 31,999 naira after tonight. Excuse me. Which means if you're paying tomorrow, you're paying 31,999 naira. Please, can the price be reduced? No, please. Can it be paid in installments? At the moment, no. Any other questions? Can you send a video of tonight's teaching, ma'am? The replay will be sent to the group. Is tenses part of this class? No, this is not a grammar class. It is a diction class. However, when you ask questions around it, we will be glad to answer. But there are no topics around tenses in the lessons. It is a diction class, not a grammar class. We have a grammar class that you can enroll on. It is 23,999 naira at the moment. That talks intensively about tenses. But of course, in the diction class, when you ask questions around grammar, we would attend to you gladly. Okay, any other question? What's the right sentence for light has been restored? Power has been restored. Yes, power has been restored. I joined late. How can I get the full lesson? The replay will be sent. No, there is power supply. I hear people say there is power supply, but I would recommend you say power has been restored or the power supply has been restored instead of power. In fact, according to the dictionary, we're not supposed to use supply with power. We're not supposed to use supply with power because power is assumed to be energy. According to dictionary, power means public supply of energy. So simply say, for example, the power grid, or they have switched off the power. You can use that as well. They have switched off the power. There's a power failure, etc. Okay, any other question? Why is H silent in time? There is no particular rule. Like I said, for each rule, there are exceptions. There is no particular rule to tell us why it is silent, but it is silent. Can someone sponsor me? Okay, please, if you're glad to sponsor, let them know. Can we get grammar in Diction Mastery Academy? Like I said, we have a Grammar Mastery Academy that deals mainly with grammar. It is 23,999. It runs for 3 weeks. This is Diction Mastery Academy. So the topics are all around pronunciations and diction. But if you ask questions around grammar, of course, we will attend to them. Please, I didn't get on grammar class. I just mentioned it again. I believe you got it now. My English is bad. Hope you will help me. I've already paid though. Like I said, the course will help you. Be willing to learn and practice. If you are available and you follow a lead, I guarantee that you'll get results. When is this class ending tonight? Okay, the class will end soon. Now it's question time. Once the questions are over, we are done with learning. What is the difference between the grammar class and the diction class? Okay, the grammar class talks about grammar. Grammar are rules of English that helps us to use English words correctly. So it is grammar that will let you know that you should not say my names are Olubukola, R.B. Agbalaya. R there is wrong. It should be my name is Olubukola, R.B. Agbalaya. Why diction class would help you to be able to say that sentence correctly, to be able to say it with proper diction. So grammar is more about how you arrange your words. It is grammar that will let you know that you don't say informations. It is information. You don't say furnitures. It is furniture. You should never add S to such words. You can never have their plural form. They're always in singular. It is grammar that will tell you to never remove the S after jeans. The S must always be there. It is grammar that will tell you that you don't say I am pregnant for him. You rather say I am pregnant by him. I'm pregnant for him is a wrong English. But when you want to say those things, all of these things are mentioned, and you want to say them correctly, you want to pronounce them well, then it is diction that helps. Do you understand? What is the difference? Okay, I just answered that. Is it right to say, I will not make to come to work today? No, it's wrong. I think grammar is what I need. So if grammar is what you need, please enroll on the Grammar Mastery Academy. It's 23,999 naira. Charismatic. Okay, I think I've attended all the questions. Thank you so much for tonight. God bless you abundantly. Thank you too. Are there any more questions? Let me check YouTube if there are any more questions. Please, a good Samaritan should help me, okay? Please, if you're interested in sponsoring anyone, please reach out to any of the admins. We will be glad to help. Hospital. It's not hospital. Amen. Thank you, Adenike. How can I speak fluently and confidently like you? I'm always afraid to speak in public. By practicing. The more you do something, the better you become. The more you do something, the better you become. By practicing. Learn, practice, and start small. So if you're scared of speaking in public, find a small group where you can start to speak. Maybe a church, maybe amongst your colleagues. Just find a small group where you can start to practice. But before you start to practice, you need to know what you want to practice. That's why you need to learn first. I have paid for diction, but I think my grammar is also bad. So what will I do? You can enroll for both, or you can decide to add more to go for grammar. It depends on you. Okay, any other question? Is someone that would like to enroll in a grammar class, will the person have access to all the bonuses? No, there are two different courses. I just mentioned it because you're asking. There are two different courses. No, ma'am. What will it take to run the Grammar Academy course? It's 23,999 naira. That's approximately 24,000. And it runs for 3 weeks. For the grammar course, you're learning at a convenient time for 3 weeks and you submit your assignment. There are no live sessions for grammar classes. There's only the diction classes that we have live sessions for. Because for the grammar classes, you don't need speaking. You just need to understand the strategy. Okay, any other question? Please, who will pay half of the fee for me? Oh. Do we have any more questions? Okay, I think there are no more questions. So again, if you're still making the decision on if you should pay for the Diction Master Academy, or please, does the 20,000 naira for diction or for grammar? It's for Diction Mastery Academy. So I think I should stop talking about the Grammar Master Academy so people are getting confused. So the course we are selling at the moment is the Diction Master Academy. Would help you to speak English well without sounding fake or foreign. You learn Mondays to Fridays at your convenient time. You submit your assignment, and the instructor would listen to your assignment and give feedback for each assignment. On Friday and on Saturday, we meet at 8 p.m. where we practice together. We divide you into smaller groups as well to practice, learn, ask questions, and review. The replays are always available as well on Zoom. Now, if you enroll tonight, you get into the academy for just 20,000. Excuse me. For just 20,999 naira. After tonight, the fee goes back to 31,999 naira if you're in Nigeria. If you're in Ghana, after tonight, the fee goes from 270 Ghana cedis to 420 Ghana cedis. Aside from that, if you enroll tonight, you get all my bonuses. You get my video on how to earn more with your diction skill. You get it for free. You also get my ebook on 10 commonly misused expressions and their corrections. You get it for free. You get my ebook on 100 common grammatical errors and their corrections. You get it for free. You get an ebook on English punctuation marks for free as well. You get my ebook on Know Your Spelling Words for free. You also get my video on how to never be at a loss for word for free. You get my vocabulary development PDF for free, and you get 20 short pronunciation videos for free. You get all of these if you enroll tonight for free, plus you get my complete refund assurance. The complete refund assurance states that if you go through the course, you follow my lead and do everything I ask you to do, and after 6 weeks you do not get results, I will do a refund of the amount you have paid. Remember, if you go through the course, you follow my lead and you do not get refund, I will do a refund of, you do not get result rather, I will do a refund of the money you have paid. If you enroll again tonight, if you're in Ghana, you get to pay 270 Ghana cedis instead of 420 Ghana cedis. Here's the account details to pay into. You can pay into our Vodafone line 0502328878 in Soko Chidima, or you pay into our MTN Momo 0540596352 Chupe Buka Ifeshinachi Godwin. If you're in Nigeria, you get to pay 20,999 naira instead of 31,999 naira. Pay into Olubukola R. Agbalaya, UBA 20697250016. Send the payment proof to the WhatsApp group. So after tonight, the fee goes back to 31,999 naira for Nigerians, and it goes back to 470 Ghana cedis if you are in Ghana. Somebody said no link for today's class. The class that we're still in right now. What is he saying? No link. The Lord is our strength. Okay. Thank you, everyone, to everyone who paid. I guarantee you, you will not regret it. For those who didn't pay, due to lack of funds, may the Almighty make it easy for you. I appreciate everyone. Remember again, after tonight, the fee goes back to 31,999 naira. I do not think I have any questions pending. My network was bad for about 40 minutes. Is there 2 classes? What do you mean 2 classes? No. The 1,000 naira you paid is for tonight's class. And this is all it is. Thank you for attending. Amen. First time of paying online lecture. I'm glad. Did you get results? Did you get value? Or said that she said it's your first time of paying. I hope you got results. I hope it's worth it. If somebody is taking both grammar and diction classes, is there any discount? No, sir. Or is it ma'am? No, ma'am. There is no discount. I hope you will tell us how to get access to these things, the bonuses, etc. Yes, once you make your payments, the admins will reach out to you. Maybe not tonight, but once the admins reach out to you tomorrow morning, you get a link to join the WhatsApp group for the academy. So in the WhatsApp group, we have all the bonuses there. What about those who didn't get to pay? You can pay tomorrow. Then you have to pay 31,999. Please, I need help for the grammar course. Is someone that would like to enroll in the grammar? Okay, I already answered that. I got value tonight and I paid for 21,000. Thank you, Osinachi. I assure you, you get value for that as well. Just follow our lead. The class commences when? The 6th Diction Master Academy starts immediately. So those that enroll tonight will start tomorrow. Once they get access to the WhatsApp group, they get access to the e-learning platform and they can start learning. So you start the course immediately. The academy starts immediately. So if you pay tonight, you start learning immediately. Please, does the 20,999 naira cover for grammar class? No, it only covers for the diction class. It doesn't cover for grammar. Okay. Any more questions? If you have more questions, feel free to ask. Should you have more questions? How long is the 1K class? The 1K class is a one-time class. It is a one-time class. This is the only class you're getting for the 1K. Those are paid early classes. But maybe you paid today, or I don't know. The 1K class you paid for is the class we've had tonight. We are done with that class. So we're just going to send you the replay to the class. The replay will be sent tomorrow. Thank you so much for this. I am always scared to pay for things online. I'm glad I paid for the 1K and I have paid for the Mastery Academy too. But I have a clause. What's the clause, Madam Adinke? Thank you for paying. Yes, I understand. A lot of people are scared of paying. Even the 1K class, a lot of people have called us scam. Today, somebody left the group and I had to message her. What's happening? She said, we have scammed her of 1K. She paid sometimes in February. Funnily, I was the one who even attended to her with my personal phone. So thank God I have the screenshots. She paid a night and the payment link was sent to her the next day. Then she didn't click on it. So she sent a message to the group this evening and the admins sent the link again to her. She still didn't click on it. She kept saying scam. So I understand that sometimes we have been scammed. Like I had my honeymoon last month, or is it early this month? And we traveled to Abuja. So we're trying to buy delicacies online. We were scammed. We were scammed of almost 30,000. So I understand that scamming happens online, but most times when it comes to learning, I think scamming is more about product. When it comes to learning, it's more of we not following instructions. I'm not trying to take sides. I'm just saying that yes, scams do happen, but I'm glad you got result for this. Can somebody enroll for the grammar class after the 6-week diction class? Of course, yes. Yes, you can. Coming live really helped to allay my fears. I am glad it did. Is there live lecture in grammar classes? No, I mentioned that already. The grammar classes is you learn, you submit your assignment, we attend your assignment in the group. There are no live classes because it doesn't have to do with speaking. I don't know if I can discuss it privately. Okay, ma'am, that's fine. You can send a private message to any of the admins. You might not be able to know which one is my personal line. So if it doesn't get to me directly, it can get to any of the admins, or you can ask in any of the group that you want to talk to me specifically. Then I can reach out to you if I see that message. Okay. Okay, I think we are done tonight. Thank you, everyone. How much is the grammar class, General? The grammar class is 23,000. 999 runs for 3 weeks. We do not rely classes for the grammar class. It's for organizations, group of people. I have a training tomorrow, so I need to go rest. So I do training for staff members, group of people, management, around communication, customer care representative, and all. And of course, we also do online classes as well for such groups. And we're open to work with, what happened to my network? Okay, I am back, and we are open to work with schools as well. We have a team that goes to school to help students and pupils speak better, and of course, pass examinations that have to do with spoken English. We also have courses for IELTS, if you're planning to travel and you're going to take an English test. So thank you, everyone. We also have kiddies class. Our kiddies class is a personalized class. And we have personalized class for adults as well. Now, some people, because of their status and all, they do not want to be in a group. They want just me and the instructor. We do such classes as well. It's 200,000 monthly. We meet twice a week. And you still have access to the e-learning platform. You have access to the Diction Mastery Academy. And we still meet you personally twice a week. It's 200,000. If you're enrolling for 3 weeks, you get to pay 450,000. 3 months rather, you get to pay 450,000 instead of 600,000. So if you are interested, please reach out to any of the admins. We will be glad to work with you. Thank you, everyone. Enrolling in the Diction Academy class, can it improve someone's grammar? Yes, of course. Because when you're submitting assignments and we see that you're using poor grammar, we pay attention to it, we correct you. You can also ask questions. Maybe in your day-to-day activities, you meet with things and you're not sure of, you can always ask. Yes, we'll attend to such questions. Yes, it can. The only thing is there are no specific topics teaching grammar. But as we learn, maybe you ask questions around grammar or we see that you have used one that is wrong. We call your attention to it and we give you the correct thing. So yes, it can. Okay, thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful night rest. I wish you a great week ahead. I wish you abundance. I wish you good health. And I wish you safety. If you have enrolled in the academy, make sure you have sent your receipts to the group. Please do not send it personally. The admins will reach out to you with a special link to join the WhatsApp group so you can access the academy from there. We really appreciate you. And please, since you have attended, I would appreciate anytime you see our ads, please let people know it's real. We have issues with people thinking it's scam. I do understand their fears. I have been a victim over time, many times, not just once. I shared one of it recently. So please, anytime you come across our ads, please feel free to recommend us. And if you have anyone who is willing to work with us, please recommend us as well. We have a referral bonus of, I think, 5% of whatever we are being paid. You get 5% for referring us, whether it's an organization or you have a group, an NGO or a political. We have a political friend that needs to improve their speaking. We will be here to help. We work around diction, grammar, and public speaking. Diction, if you're not good with your pronunciation, you're not confident with it. Grammar, you think you have issues with tenses and the use of words. Vocabulary, if you forget what you need to say, or you're not sure of the words used. Public speaking, if you're scared of speaking in public. You're always scared of talking in church. You're scared of giving feedback, etc. We can work with you, whether personally or in group. Though we do not have a group class for public speaking, we only have a personalized class. Like I said, our personalized class costs 200,000 monthly. If you're paying for 3 months, you get to pay 450,000 instead of 600,000. We appreciate all of you. Thank you so kindly. There are no more questions. I will see you again. Okay, somebody asked, is it staff or staffs? Okay, both are correct. According to the dictionary, staffs with the S is what's the word now? It's not frequently used. So people do not recommend it. So we prefer you say staff without the S. Or you say members of staff. But according to the dictionary, there are situations where you can use staffs. But many times we do not recommend it. So I advise you just say staff when you're talking about all the members of staff of a community, of an organization rather, not a community. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.